Raptors 8th in the NBA in defensive rating.
Their first turnover.
Aggressive defense by the Raptors. They're trying to take away passing lanes. They're really pressuring up on the Knicks. On that play, Mikal Bridges had a shorter shed on him, and he didn't get to his spot and shoot his mid-range patented shot. I'm surprised he didn't know what the shot clock was at.
You heard Darko Rajakovic talk in the pregame about how the Raptors are second in the NBA in a metric called ball pressure as Pirtle tips in a Barnes miss off glass to make it a one-point game. So every inch of the court, the Raptors want to make your life difficult. Anunoby on a right side dribble, a handoff. It got blown up by Ingram. He'll go coast to coast and a left-hand layup miss, but a foul called on Brunson. So after a picture-perfect 5-0 start for the Knicks, it's an opportunity for Ingram to tie the game or give Toronto a lead.
Yeah, Knicks getting a little careless with the ball, and this Raptors team leads the NBA in fast break points. They get 24 a game, so the Knicks have to be ready for them to look to push the ball up the floor. They don't have Quickly and Barrett, so it's tough for them to create offense in the half court. They're going to try to strike quick against these New York Knicks.
Well, you're right. Barrett individually is one of the best fast break scorers in the NBA. He was leading the league for most of last year as Ingram rattles in the first free throw. Averaging 21 points a game to lead the Raptors. But the Knicks held him to just 14 points on November 30th. Ingram's got 20 points in 17 of his 25 games this season, and he knocks down both free throws there. So 6-5 Raptors, a 6-0 Toronto run answering a 5-0 Knicks start. Brunson with the ball from right to left, Knicks in white and orange, Raptors in black and red. Brunson out high, screen from Hart, matched up with Pirtle, the 7-footer. Behind the back dribble, left wing three, Brunson connects. Looks at his bench and makes a stink face. Even he's impressed with himself with that move. It's a 2-point Knick lead.
Yeah, he's had Pirtle switched on him twice, and he's torched him twice. One from three, one from two. He's got to continue to attack those bigs when he gets that switch.
So Brunson's got 5 of the 8 Knick points. Ingram left elbow jumper, good off the back rim to tie the game at 8. Brunson, 16 first quarter points on Sunday against Orlando. Is the third leading first quarter point producer in the NBA behind Luka Doncic and James Harden. 3 minutes into this NBA Cup quarterfinal matchup, Knicks 8, Raptors 8. Hart, far side, mid-range, picked up his dribble, directing traffic. A couple of off-ball cuts were denied, and he tried to hand to Towns, far corner. He lost it out of bounds with disruption from Jakob Pirtle. So Raptors ball from left to right. 4 from Ingram, 2 apiece from Barnes and Pirtle. It's Ingram at the foul line, guarded by Anunoby, pulls up for 2 in front rim, the jumper, rebound tipped by Bridges over to Towns, and then the outlet to Hart. Trailer 3, Towns, top of the key, connects over Scotty Barnes. He nails a triple to make it 11-8 New York.
That's a big shot for Karl Anthony Towns. First touch, he needs to get a shot up.
On the other end, he fouls Abaji, who snuck underneath the hoop, and he hit a reverse layup and one. He'll have a chance to tie the game with a free throw.
Yeah, Towns hit that 3, and they couldn't get their defense set on a make. The Raptors are going to try to push the ball right down the Knicks' throat. The Knicks were not good in transition defense. Abaji got below the defense, and Towns, a little body contact, gives him the opportunity at the three-point play. Abaji not known as a scorer. You mentioned he's been struggling a little bit. He's been added here to the starting lineup, and you don't want to give him any easy points like that.
Foul shot is good. Game tied at 11. Toronto, one of the best points in the paint teams in the NBA. They're top 6, and so far 6 of their 11 points have come in the painted area. Anunoby, right wing catch and drive, kick out, far corner 3, Bridges wide open, too strong. Rebound Ingram. 4 minutes in, it's 11 all. Ingram down the lane, right side, pull up dribble from the near side, mid-range, rattled it in, and a foul on Anunoby. It's an 11-footer from the right side lane line. 2-point Toronto lead, and a foul shot coming for Brandon Ingram.
That's an impressive shot right there. Not a lot of guys in the NBA can score when OG Anunoby plays perfect defense, extends up with his long arms. Ingram is so long. He has a high release, a lot like Kevin Durant. You could play perfect defense, but because of his length, he can see over the defense, especially in the mid-range, and that's what he did against OG there.
Really talented scorer, but Brandon Ingram misses the free throw, so Knick ball down 2. Towns, a logo 3 from center court, missed it wide right, and Ingram gets the rebound. Now, in fairness, the logo is a big black text Toronto that stretches far across midcourt. So that three-pointer was probably 26, 27 feet. Bridges stole a pass intended for Pirtle at the left elbow, and the Knicks will take over. From right to left comes Mikal Bridges. Toronto 13, New York 11. Bridges left-hand dribble, top of the key, passes left for Brunson. He was almost falling out of bounds, kept his balance, and then a whistle and an offensive foul called on Karl Anthony Towns. It was a late whistle from Josh Tiven, but Scotty Barnes is on his rear end with his hands covering his face. Towns apparently threw a high elbow or arm that got Barnes in a bad spot. I've not seen a replay yet, but Tiven ultimately saw enough to make the call. It was away from the ball, and yet Towns hooked and held, as they say. What do you think, Wally?
Yeah, hook and hold. Yeah, when you reach that arm underneath, he tried to gain position, and he caught Scotty Barnes in the chin and the mouth area. It was a late call.
A rousing ovation for Sandro Mamukelishvili, an offseason signing for the Raptors, as Karl Anthony Towns is going to come out of the game. That's his second foul, big factor there. And Mitchell Robinson, who played a season-high 25 minutes on Sunday, is coming in a bit earlier than expected.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for Karl Anthony Towns. Really couldn't get himself very involved in the offense. Hit one big three, the one touch he got. But those two fouls are going to really haunt him. Now he's got to be careful with those fouls for the rest of the game, and this is a playoff-type intensity.
It's coming off his best three-point shooting game of the season as Shed misfires in the right corner, three left it short. Barnes fighting for the offensive rebound, and he wins a new possession because it was last touched by a Hart out of bounds right baseline. So Toronto up 2, 7:09 to go in the first. As expected, they're bringing the fight to the Knicks in this game, even without Barrett and Quickly. Inbound to the far corner, Ingram, pass out of a double team into Shed, who passed the inbound initially. He got loose for a wide open layup, and it forces a Mike Brown timeout. Toronto leads by 4.
Yeah, right now the Knicks not completely focused like they need to be. This has been their issue at times on the road. And Jamal Shed stepping in for Emmanuel Quickly. He is not going to make mistakes. The Knicks are going to have to stay solid on him defensively and not give him easy buckets like that.
Before we take the break, let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Not quite playoff intensity, but certainly a playoff feel during the quarterfinal round of the NBA Cup, where the Knicks trail the Raptors 15-11 with 7:05 to go in the opening quarter. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two, and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey! Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, imported by William Grant & Sons Inc., New York, New York.
They're getting loud here in Toronto as the Raptors, playing their biggest game in the last few years, have a 15-11 lead in this NBA Cup quarterfinal. An impressive bounce back from this young but hungry Toronto team. They turned it over on their first possession. Brunson and Bridges combined for 5 quick points and a 5-0 start, but the Raptors have responded with a 15-6 burst, and they're up by 4, 7:05 to go in the opening quarter. The Knicks, meanwhile, trying to win their 4th road game of the season. They're 3-6 away from home. Of course, at MSG, they're 13-1, and they just beat the only team that they dropped 1-2 at home on Sunday, taking out the Magic by 6. Brunson off the dribble, right wing 3, back rimmed at this time, and Barnes gets the rebound. His outlet went off the back of Ingram, but Abaji was there to clean it up. Jordan Clarkson into the game. It's Brunson, Clarkson, Bridges, Hart, and Robinson on the floor. Mamukelashvili, right wing pump fake, got Robinson off his feet, whips it left for Barnes, back up top to Mamukelashvili, and he back rimmed it straight on 3. They love him here apparently. Big noise in the building every time he touches the ball. Here's Clarkson, right point to the far corner for Bridges. Baseline drive on Ingram, keeps his bounce under the hoop, out to the foul line, and now resets at midcourt with Clarkson. Dribble drive with the left hand around Barnes, and the paint took a hard hit, and a foul is called. As Clarkson missed the layup, he'll get 2 free throws with the Knicks trailing by 4.
My player to watch. That's a good start for Clarkson. Gets in the lineup. He's the 6th man coming off the bench immediately with Mitchell Robinson, and he attacks a good defender in Scotty Barnes, beats him off the dribble, gets the foul, and gets to the free throw line. He's going to have to play important minutes. This is a big game for Jordan Clarkson with no Deuce McBride in the lineup.
He was actually scoreless on Sunday in 17 minutes as he back rimmed the free throw. And we've learned a lot about Jordan Clarkson since he was bought out by the Jazz and then signed a 1-year deal here. When he gets going, he is absolutely a championship-type contributor. But during this dry spell, it could take a while to get him back into the rhythm. He's 6 for his last 37 from 3. And he misses both free throws. Rebound tipped out by Robinson, but it finds the hands of Shed. He got pushed by Hart, but play on. 15-11, Toronto. The score remains. Clarkson shooting 83% from the line this year coming in. Shed at the foul line, finds Barnes up top, has some space, so dribbles to the left elbow. Then a good pass to Mamukelashvili, right corner, sets up a cutting Shed in the lane for a layup, and a 6-point Toronto lead. It is a 9-0 Raptor run over the last 2.5 minutes. Brunson at the foul line, backing down Shed, spins, pivots, turns, kick out to Bridges right wing. Now top of the key, Hart directing traffic with 7 to shoot. Pick and slip with Bridges. Hart to the foul line, steps back, top of the key. 3 seconds to shoot. Brunson up top, off the dribble heave. He got fouled and missed it short. Shed had great defensive technique until the very end. He did not clear his foot out of the Brunson landing area. And the captain will get 3 free throws with the Knicks trailing by 6.
And that rule is so good to protect shooters, because you do not need guys getting under your feet. And Jamal Shed is an aggressive attacking defender. He contested well up top.
It will be challenged by Darko Rajakovic.
Interesting challenge, because the referees are very protective of players underneath.
Now, did Brunson get the first free throw up before they challenged? I don't think so. But everyone's still standing at the free throw line. Well, they didn't get it up in the challenge in time. I think the appeal would have been, did Brunson actually land on Shed's foot, or did he make an exaggerated move to land on it outside of his natural shooting motion? But I was on the same wavelength as you, Wally. It's the first quarter here. And yes, it'd be nice to avoid 3 free throws for the Knicks and for the Raptors, but you want those challenges later in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a close one, because Jalen extends his leg out to the left. Well, Jalen rushed to the free throw line and got the free throws up, so they weren't able to get the challenge in time, it doesn't look like. And that's a good thing, though. In a game of this intensity, you need to keep your challenge just in case they would have gotten that one wrong. And that was a 50-50 type play.
First 2 free throws have dropped in for Brunson, so it's 17-13. Chucky Hepburn, the rookie from Louisville, has checked in. He has not been used hardly at all by Darko Rajakovic. Last foul shot's back rim by Brunson. Offensive rebound, Robinson, and then Brunson cans a straight on three. He's got a 5-point possession, and he's waving at a fan over on the far sideline. He's made it a 1-point game. Ingram for three. That's good from the left wing, right in Brunson's face. It's a 4-point Raptor lead again. Now Josh Hart, right side perimeter. Out there with Brunson, Bridges, Clarkson, and Robinson. Far corner three, wide open Bridges. Back rim that one, and off the fingertips of Abadi, then he tracks it down. Ahead to Ingram behind the back dribble. Top of the arc, screen from Mamukelashvili. To the right wing, he hands off to Hepburn, who's played exactly 5 minutes all season. They left Mamukelashvili alone in the far corner, but he couldn't make him pay. He strong-armed the three. Bridges the rebound, now coast to coast, right to left. Finds Brunson left corner, in the lane, dotted line, picked up his dribble, out to Bridges now. Top of the circle, feeds Hart straight on. Brunson left wing three, heat check, got another one! Brunson with back-to-back three-pointers. He scored the last 8 points in the game, and the Knicks are back within one.
13 of the 19 for Jalen Brunson. He is doing it again in the first quarter.
And now a steal for Josh Hart, took it away from Barnes at the foul line. Lead pass to Bridges, right-hand layup, no. Rebound was tipped in by Hart in midair, and a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. The Knicks are cruising right now, up 21-20, as the captain got on a heater. And a follow-up from Josh Hart on the tip-in has given the Knicks a 1-point lead.
Yeah, Knicks, the Raptors have no answer for Jalen Brunson right now. And once they start to settle in a little bit defensively, they've been just a step slow to start this game. They can start getting multiple stops. Ball's starting to move for the Knicks, and they're starting to get other guys, including Jalen Brunson, really going.
He had 16 first-quarter points on Sunday. He's already got 13 in the first 7 minutes here on Tuesday night in Toronto. Knicks 21, Raptors 20. 4:17 left in the opening quarter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/26.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. Third generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
Well, both teams shooting over 50%, but the Knicks have held the Raptors to 1 out of 6 from downtown, while Jalen Brunson is 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc. Remember, he was held to 6 of 19 shooting against the Raptors last month at Madison Square Garden. He is well on pace to knock that performance out of the water, as the Knicks have gone on a 10-3 run in under 3 minutes. They've turned a 6-point deficit into a 21-20 lead with 4:17 to go in the first quarter, looking like they did with a 5-0 run off of the opening tip, which is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. The original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. It's Tullamore Dew. Be sure to grab one or try the all-new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action. With Wally Zerbiak, I'm Tyler Murray. Raptor ball from left to right. They're in black and red against the white and orange of New York. Jacoby Walter just checked into the game and got a wide open straight on three. He nailed it over Clarkson, who's upset with himself for lagging behind on that closeout. 2-point Toronto lead. Under 4 minutes left in quarter number one. Brunson, Clarkson, Hart, Anunoby, and Robinson. So Anunoby comes in for Bridges. Brunson off the dribble, left elbow jumper is good. They do not have an answer for Jalen Brunson tonight. He's got 15 and he ties the game at 23. Ingram right side baseline drive now behind the back off the dribble, right elbow jumper is perfect over Anunoby. Ingram's pretty hot too. He's got 11 points and the Raptors are up by 2. Brunson looking to answer. Right side baseline. Step back. Long too far side. It's good. He is 5 of 6 in 8 minutes. And the Knicks have tied it again. 17 first quarter points for Jalen Brunson. Colin Murray-Boyles has checked in. He'll find Walter on the left side wing, but he missed the 3. Rebound comes to Anunoby across midcourt from right to left. Knicks 25, Raptors 25, and now a reach and foul on Walter. Brunson tried to rip through jab step from his right to his left, and Walter had his hand in the cookie jar.
That's one way to try to stop Jalen. Try to poke him in the eye because he is on fire. He is a flamethrower just like this red court here up in Toronto. He is lighting it up north of the border. He has come out ready to play, carrying his Knicks team. He needs some of his other mates, though, to get going a little bit because right now the game tied at 25, and Jalen's doing all the heavy lifting.
Towns out of the game. He picked up 2 early fouls. Brunson leans in for a long right wing 3 and nailed it. He was looking to create some contact for a foul, but he's got 20 first quarter points, and the Knicks are up 28-25.
And I thought he got hit. I thought he got hit more so than the other one there. He went straight up, little body contact. Amazing he was able to focus that one in.
Ingram soars to the rim. Got hit in the air and missed a layup, but he'll get 2 free throws. As Mitchell Robinson picks up his first personal. Brunson is 4 of 5 from long range. He entered today in a bit of a 3-point slump, down to 36% from beyond the arc, but man, is he back in a big way.
Yeah, he is really looking to shoot, looking to score, and that's what great players do. They get themselves into the rhythm of the game early. Jalen averages 10.1 points per game in the first quarter. In the first quarter also, you know your opponents are trying to save their fouls a little bit. Sometimes the defense isn't as aggressive, and Jalen's taking advantage of that right now.
He played 34 minutes last month against Toronto, 18 points at the end of the game. He has 20 points in 10 minutes here tonight. Ingram missed the second free throw after getting the first, so Knicks by 2. Entry pass was too low for Robinson to handle on the right side block. Ingram picked it up inside to Murray-Boyles, surrounded by Knicks, so he kicks out to the right corner, and Walter nails a 3 to give Toronto a 1-point lead. Gershon Yabusele is checked into the game. It is Brunson, Clarkson, Anunoby, Yabusele, and Robinson. OG off the dribble, attacks the rim, and banks home a tough right-hand layup with a killer crossover from the top of the arc all the way to the rim. Knicks back up 1. Anunoby silencing his former home crowd here in Toronto. Walter again missed a 3 off the right side rim from the top of the key. And then the rebound was lost out of bounds right baseline off of Yabusele.
That was off of Mitchell Robinson, and that's an example of how Jakob Poeltl and his size bothers Mitch a little bit down there because Mitch normally scoops that rebound up, but Poeltl was up there high to make Mitch knock it out of bounds.
Ingram tried to pass to Poeltl at the foul line, but Robinson stole it. He and Poeltl dive on the deck for it. Comes loose to Jamal Shed at the right wing. 3-on-1 against Yabusele. Shed lines up a 3 and he knocks it down. 32-30 Toronto. Back and forth we go.
Those 50-50 balls are big in games like this, elimination games, and right now the Raptors' young team is getting after it.
Off the dribble, right wing 3. Brunson finally missed one. He was 4 of 5 from distance and 7 of 8 overall. Raptor ball up to it from left to right. Ingram long strides in the lane, blocking foul and 1. Anunoby picks up his second personal, banked in by Ingram. We've had 9 lead changes in 11 minutes. Right now it's 34-30 Toronto.
Yeah, and ever since the benches came in, the intensity has changed a little bit. Jalen was controlling the tempo with the starters in the game. He was really getting going, and this was one of my concerns with no Deuce McBride. since Clarkson's gotten the game, the Knicks have slipped a little bit on both ends of the floor. They have to find a way to kind of regain control of the tempo of this game, because you don't want to give this Raptors team any sense of confidence in a big-time game.
I'll give you another theory on why it's ramped up in terms of intensity with the bench guys out there, as Ingram will get ready for the free throw. Starters usually make more money than bench guys. And if you go by prize money, Wally, essentially this game is for $50,000. You get around $50,000 just for getting to this round, but if you lose in the semis, then you get to six figures. Foul shot was good, 5-point Toronto lead. Far corner three, Gershon Yabusele, too strong, and Pirtle gets the rebound. Jamal Shed, long threaded outlet pass to Murray Boyles, dropped it underneath the right side basket, got it back and then missed a lefty layup, and the rebound batted around by Yabusele. Josh Hart now in stride from right to left, in the paint, at the right block, and he banked home a layup around Walter and Pirtle to make it a three-point game. Shed gets over midcourt. 3-point Toronto lead. 9 lead changes, 5 ties. Long left elbow jumper for Ingram. Rainbow soft touch, front rim, backboard, and then the bottom of the net. Ingram's got 17 first quarter points, almost matching Brunson's 20. Hart for 3 from the near side arc over Ingram. It's a 2-point game.
That was a very uncharacteristic shot early in the shot clock by Josh Hart. Just shows how much confidence he has in his shooting right now. A big-time play by Josh.
And he gets the 2 for 1, so 7 seconds separating shot and game clock. Shed down the lane, hands to the dunker's spot, and Pirtle banks home a reverse layup. So it's a 4-point Toronto lead, 15 seconds left for the Knicks. And New York leads the NBA with 12 quarters in which they've scored at least 40 points. They've got 35 now, but they've given up 39. Pass to Brunson, tipped away by Ingram, comes to Shed, pass ahead to Ingram, and he lays it in right at the horn. They'll say no, he did not get it off in time. Brandon Adair was there on the spot, and I think he got the call right. So it will not be a 40-point quarter for Toronto. Instead, 39-35, the Raptors, without Barrett, without Quickly, they've got a 4-point lead, looking to break out of a stretch where they've lost 5 of 6.
These Raptors team is ready for this game. You could see it in their coach's voice in this pregame press conference. This was their Super Bowl. They are very excited to have reached this point in the NBA Cup, and they came out and played like the attacking, more focused team. Where would the Knicks have been without the 20 points from Jalen Brunson? He needs some help for the rest of this ball game.
Brunson was 7 of 9 from the field in the first quarter. His teammates were 6 of 11, so not bad, but he's getting a lot of the shots, and that's the way you want it in a big game like this. Toronto leads the Knicks 39-35 as we head to the second quarter at Scotiabank Arena. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Ready to let the good times cruise? Then you need a Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, a proud partner of the New York Knicks. Made with real iced tea, real vodka, and no bubbles. It's one wildly refreshing drink. Sun Cruiser goes great with the sun, the sand, the snow, and anywhere else your adventures take you. Stop by the waiting room in Rahway and enjoy a cold Sun Cruiser while watching any of the Knicks games. Sun Cruiser Beverage Company, Boston, Massachusetts. All nutritionals based on 12-ounce serving. Please drink responsibly.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
A wild and wacky first half with Toronto, or first quarter with Toronto leading New York 39-35 as we begin the second quarter. Josh Hart had a big 3 going for the 2-for-1 at the end of that first quarter, but that'll be the Knicks' final points as they turned it over, and Brandon Ingram almost scooped home a layup at the buzzer, but after looking at the video, Josh Tiven, the crew chief, waved it off. As Wiley told you, not sure where the Knicks would be without the 20 points from Jalen Brunson. They do have 7 from Hart, 3 from Bridges and Towns, and 2 from Anunoby. The Raptors are led by the 17 from Brandon Ingram. Out of the quarter break, it is Tyler Kolek running the point with Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns on the floor. Knicks in white and orange going from right to left. Anunoby at the right point catches, shoots, and can't hit the 3. Mamu Kelishvili the rebound. Outlet to Barnes. Grady Dick has checked into the game. Chucky Hepburn, the rookie from Louisville, stays out there. Barnes backing down Kolek. Far side mid-range double team from Hart. Kick out to Hepburn, and he rims out a 3 from the left wing. But the rebound's tipped out to Dick, top of the key. He'll slip into the lane and missed a left-hand layup around Bridges. Kolek on the other end. Royal blue sneakers for him tonight. Finds Bridges down the lane right side. Missed a fall away over Mamu Kelishvili, and Towns couldn't tip in the rebound. Hepburn far corner, swinging around to Mamu Kelishvili left wing, dribbles into the lane, and his pass was swatted by Anunoby, punched it straight down into the ground, and then it finds Tyler Kolek. Hart, high side wing, setting up Bridges now far corner, defended by Walter. 1 minute gone by in the second quarter. Knicks ball from right to left, down by 4. Kolek drives to the foul line. Anunoby up top, off a jab step. He'll find the charity stripe. Got it back from Kolek, top of the key. 4 to shoot, backs up on Dick. Right side drive, spins in the lane, fadeaway right elbow jumper, rattled it in. Anunoby at the end of the shot clock makes it a 2-point game.
Big shot right there. That was a well-defended possession by the Raptors, and OG Anunoby had to hit a tough one over Grady Dick.
He's got 4 points, made 2 of his 3 shots. Scotty Barnes rattles out a 3 from straight on over Towns. Bridges to midcourt for Hart with speed down the lane. Long Euro step in the paint, and he gets a back rim roll over Barnes to tie the game at 39. Darko Rajakovic does not like how this second quarter has started. It's a 4-0 Knick run to tie the game at 39.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart's playing some of the best basketball of his career of late. He is just in some flow and rhythm. When he attacks that rim, he's such a great finisher around the basket and can finish in so many different ways. He's really carrying this Knicks team along with Jalen Brunson to start this one.
Timeout Toronto. We're knotted up at 39 with 10:22 to go in the second quarter in the venue that many people are now calling Scotiabank Arena. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Can you access quality health insurance? Yes, New York. Can you get help enrolling from a real person? Yes, New York. Can you find plans that are right for you and your family? Yes, New York. It's time to enroll for 2026 health insurance. Say yes to quality health coverage from New York State of Health. Enroll or renew today. Visit nystateofhealth.ny.gov or call 1-855-355-5777.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The game is tied for the 6th time tonight. 9 lead changes between the Knicks and the Raptors. Right now we're knotted up at 39 all, 10:22 to go in the second quarter. That means we're rapidly approaching the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. Pat O'Keefe will anchor our coverage. Take a very quick spin around the NBA. How did you put it yesterday, Wally? The Knicks own the NBA tonight, just 2 games across the entire league. So, you don't have to be all in on the NBA Cup, but there's something to be said for a spotlight on just 2 games and adding a little bit of extra leverage. The winner tonight will play in Vegas against Orlando, which would mean if the Knicks win, 2 of their last 3 games would be against the Magic. Raptor ball from left to right. They're in black and red. Knicks in white and orange. Scotty Barnes, right side perimeter, marked by Anunoby. Got it back from Mamukelashvili. Now he drives to the right side block. Sealed off by Anunoby. Whips a pass up top to Walker. Down the lane, left-hand drive. Stopped by Bridges. Pass to a cutting Dick, and he's blocked at the rim by Anunoby. On the other, Anoji catches up top. Barrels over a defender. He trucked Chucky Hepburn, who winds up on the left side baseline. They call a blocking foul on the rookie, and Anunoby will get 2 free throws. Just shows you how thin this Raptor team is right now. They used A.J. Lawson on a 2-way contract for the first time this year on Sunday against the Celtics. And Chucky Hepburn getting his first real minutes of the season and of his NBA career. Anunoby sinks the first free throw. It's 40-39.
Well, that's what happens when you lose, like we've been talking about. No R.J. Barrett and quickly. You have a couple guys off the bench that are filling in admirably for those 2 in the starting lineup, but it thins your bench on the back end. And the Knicks have gone through that a little bit with some of the injuries they've had. Some of the guys thrust into the starting lineup have played well, but then the back end of the bench is where you see a little bit of drop-off.
Anunoby got both free throws. It's 41-39. Barnes in the lane, sealed off by Towns, who's been credited with improving defense this year. Double team Hepburn, far corner. Somehow got a pass inside to Barnes, and he spins around Hart for a 2-hand jam to tie the game. Well, you're right about the Knicks injuries. They've won 7 of 8. And maybe you could point to some easier competition. They had 2 wins against Charlotte. They were up on Utah 23-0 out of the gate on Friday. But they've won the majority of these last 7 games without Anunoby, who's back for a 3rd game now. And, of course, Landry Shamet, he's been out for 10 games. Towns baseline drive left side. He twirls on the paint and gets to Walter for a right-hand finger roll. Knicks by 2.
He's the guy the Knicks need to get going. He's got to carry this bench unit right now with no Brunson on the floor.
Drive and kick from Hepburn. Ball knocked away, and it comes to Kolek. He'll move ahead from right to left. Lob pass over the top for Hart, and he got fouled by Barnes on the catch. And for Scotty Barnes, that is personal foul number 2. Maybe a break for the Knicks. That was a tough pass to handle for Hart in traffic, but they will call the foul on Barnes.
Yeah, Tyler Kolek active defensively. And anytime he gets his hands on the ball, he's going to make the right play and the right pass. Hart had a streaking lane to the basket, but he got fouled while the ball was in the air.
Knicks ball up 2, 3 minutes into the second quarter. Kolek had some interesting comments during shoot-around today about how he's had to taper back his workload. In college and getting ready for the draft, he would go all out every day, and in his words, he was killing himself. He could never get to 100%. Now he says he feels fresher because he rested a little bit more in the offseason. So he's talking about working smarter, not harder.
Wait to see if it meets the criteria for a clear path.
Oh, a clear path foul review here. Interesting. Now, it looked like Scotty Barnes was stride for stride with Josh Hart, but if they deemed that Barnes was behind him, I don't think there was anybody between Hart and the rim. So we'll take a quick look. If it is a clear path foul, it's 2 free throws on the ball. And first replay look, that would be a tough call against Toronto, I think. But they can be razor thin with these margins on what really.
After review, the defender's making a legitimate play on the basketball, which takes a clear path off. There will be a common foul, side out, New York.
Aha, so door number 3. Doesn't matter where he was on the floor. It was a legitimate basketball play, not a take foul.
Yeah, that was very smart call. I mean, theoretically, Josh Hart was maybe a foot or two ahead of where Scotty Barnes was, but that was a 50-50 ball, basically. Right. I mean, Scotty Barnes almost got a steal on that play. I thought the Knicks were slightly fortunate to get the foul, but there was contact while Scotty Barnes was trying to get that steal. But this is a veteran, good officiating crew here right now. Josh Tiven, he just said, this is too important of a game. That was the right call.
We've seen, knock on wood, a lot of really quick reviews lately as Kolek gets the inbound and goes right to the rim for a left-hand layup around Hepburn. And the Knicks have a 4-point lead, 8:40 to go before halftime. Hepburn right side arc, screen from Hurdle. Pick and pop will catch it up top, but he's not a three-point shooter. Back to Hepburn, near sideline. Dick at the right angle. He'll launch a 3, but he back-rimmed it, and Kolek gets the rebound. Directing traffic from right to left. Towns trying to point him to Anunoby, and they will get an OG left side. Drive and pass to a cutting Hart, but he was covered at the foul line. Poked away by Barnes. He'll race ahead from left to right. He got blocked by Towns, who punched it into the second row far sideline and had a little something to say to Scotty Barnes afterward.
That's good defense. Karl Anthony Towns, in a transition type situation, does a good job of not fouling. That's the key. Moved his feet to get to the spot where he could cut Barnes off a little bit, and I don't think Barnes expected him to be able to beat him to that spot. And Barnes went up soft, and Towns threw it into the first row.
Now he's playing with 2 fouls. That's a phenomenal play from Towns, as the Raptors have been held to just 2 points over the last 4 minutes. Right side point, Barnes whips a pass right corner. Lawson checks into the game, but he can't get on the board. He missed the right corner 3, and it's hard across midcourt. Lawson, as we mentioned, just played in his first game of the season on Sunday. Towns, right side handoff to Clarkson. Top of the key looking for his first points. Spins on Grady Dick in the lane. Lefty layup. That's good off glass. And the Knicks have a 47-41 lead. So Clarkson's on the board after missing 2 free throws earlier. Barnes right elbow. Top of the arc, A.J. Lawson, 5th year out of South Carolina. He'll speed to the right side block. Tried the reverse layup, but it's off the bottom of the rim. Clarkson ahead to Kolek. Behind the back pass. Return to Clarkson left point. Drive on Pirtle. Right-hand layup around Barnes. Won't go, but a whistle and a foul. And for Scotty Barnes, that's number 3 with 7:24 still to go in the second quarter.
That's a big call here. And I thought Clarkson might have walled off a little bit with that off arm. This would be an interesting one, yeah. There you go. They're going to challenge it. It's too important. Scotty Barnes' 3rd foul. And Barnes went pretty straight up, and there was a little bit of ward off by Jordan Clarkson to try to get that contact.
Certainly a high leverage moment, because Barnes would almost certainly have to come out of the game.
We have a defensive foul on Scotty Barnes.
Josh Tiven confirms they will look at it, so we'll take a break while they do. Knicks on a nice run here in the second quarter. They lead it 47-41. And they've outscored Toronto 12-2 since the end of the first quarter. 7:24 remaining in this second frame. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. apply.
Every unforgettable Knicks moment is built on heart, hustle, and history, the same qualities that define London Jewelers. For 100 years, London Jewelers has helped generations celebrate life's biggest wins, from engagements and anniversaries to milestones that shine forever. Because true brilliance isn't just seen, it's felt, shared, and passed on. From fine timepieces to exquisite jewelry, London Jewelers is where moments become memories that last a lifetime. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of excellence. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations.
New York City basketball fans, tonight's message is powered by Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York. In this city, they run the 3-man weave. Local 3, NICA New York, and 125 years of union electricians delivering safe, skilled power. From hospitals and schools to transit, Madison Square Garden, and that skyline, they keep the lights on. They're training the next generation so the city never slows down. Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York, powering New York City. Always on, always leading the way.
Waiting on the official announcement from Josh Tiven. He's done looking at the video on whether or not it's going to be the third foul on Scotty Barnes, a no call, or maybe even a push-off from Jordan Clarkson on a right-hand layup. They're finishing up the 50-50 jackpot promotion on the video board, so now we should get the call from Josh Tiven. He's approaching the Price is Right mic at the near side scorers table. And he will now announce the challenge results.
Upon review, Scotty Barnes goes vertically defensively on the play, and it's the off arm of Clarkson that was more responsible for the contact. The contact on the play is marginal, and the play is being overturned to a no call. In the imminent aftermath of the play, Jakob Poeltl controls the rebound. It'll be Toronto ball on the low sideline with 23 on the shot clock. Toronto has one further challenge if needed.
So the double whammy, not just a no call, taking off the third foul for Barnes and the 2 free throws for Clarkson. Raptors got the ball on the rebound, so they'll inbound it down by 6, 7:24 to go in the second.
Big play. That's a good challenge. Rajakovic used it wisely.
And may I say, Wally, great job by you. You were all over the potential for a challenge on that call and came up aces for the Raptors. Ingram double teamed on the left side wing, passed inside to Poeltl. He got stripped by Brunson, who just checked in, but then he got the loose ball back. Out to Ingram, 3 seconds to shoot, drives the lane, met by Towns, who's vertical. Missed the layup off the rim, so the shot clock resets to 14. And now Barnes gets loose off a right wing pump fake, got around Brunson for a 2-hand slam in a 4-point game. Now Brunson back into the game with Hart, Clarkson, Bridges, and Towns. First we've seen of Brunson since he lit up the Raptors defense for 20 first quarter points. Left side mid-range turnaround jumper drops in over Jamal Shed, and he's got 22 now. Season high for Brunson is 37. He's done it twice. Scotty Barnes, right side mid-range jumper, short, rebound Towns. Knicks ball up 6, and the white and orange unis from right to left they go. Approaching the midway point of the second quarter. Brunson backing down Shed, near side, up top for Towns on a bounce pass, holds the ball high, sends it left for Brunson, jab step with the left foot, up top for Towns, catch and drive down the lane. He got fouled by Ingram, but then blocked by Barnes. So 2 free throws coming for Cat as Ingram picks up his first personal.
Yeah, Knicks are settling into a nice rhythm right now. Jamal Shed is a feisty defender, but he's not big enough to guard Jalen Brunson, who can see over him whenever he wants to get into the paint and shoot those little post-ups. Jalen is really hurting the Raptors with those shots, and now the ball's starting to move because teams are loading up on Jalen, and other guys are getting opportunities to get some nice looks at driving lanes.
We've seen at times them use Jacoby Walter on Brunson defensively, but he was held scoreless in 12 minutes on Sunday. I wonder where his confidence is, and more to that point, where his coach's confidence is in him as Towns rimmed out the first free throw. 5 points and 5 boards for Towns in 11 minutes. Picked up his second foul about 5 minutes into the game. At the basket to our left, he takes a pair of dribbles and then sinks the free throw, 50-43. This is the largest lead for the Knicks. They're up 7. Shooting 50% from downtown and 66% from the overall, but only 5 of 9 from the line. Barnes down the lane, blocked from behind by Bridges, just inside the foul line. Hart comes scampering ahead to Towns, top of the key, met by Pirtle, who is ready for the trailer 3. Make the handoff to Bridges. Lane opens up on the left side, and he stuffs it with the right hand. Karl Anthony Towns mugging for the camera underneath the left side basket. Gives the Knicks a 9-point lead.
The human hammer. Karl Anthony Towns coming down the lane, posterizes Jakob Pirtle. What a finish up north of the border.
8 points now for Towns, and on the other end, good verticality to force a right-hand hook shot miss from Pirtle on the right block. Brunson now top of the key, speeds to the foul line, rip through move, pull up 2, floater is good from the dotted line, and Toronto needs timeout. The Knicks have the game's first double-digit lead, 54-43, and the second quarter onslaught continues. They are up 19-4 since the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, right now the Knicks are really starting to wear on this Raptors team that's a little bit banged up. They are getting multiple stops. The defense has really locked in this second quarter. And you know the Knicks have the personnel that can score. They're an elite offensive team, 3rd in the league in offensive rating, and they are starting to kick that offense into gear.
On the defensive end, as you said, that's been the most encouraging part about this 7-1 stretch. They're allowing just 105 points a game in their last 8 contests, while opponents are shooting only 33% from downtown. 3-point defense was probably their biggest area of opportunity, as they say now, also known as a weakness. Toronto, only 4 of 15 from downtown. That's 27%. And on the interior, we've seen a block from Karl Anthony Towns, and maybe 2 of the last 4 Raptor possessions. He's done an admirable job at rim protection, and you know if you get that from Towns, he becomes one of the most complete players in the NBA.
No question, because offensively he is a nightmare to try to stop for opposing big men. And defensively, I think this Knicks coaching staff is doing a good job of trying to get through to him. Just if make a guy take a tough shot. If it goes in, it's okay. Just save your fouls and be smart with your fouls. Don't bail guys out. Make them earn their points over tough defense.
It's got to be tough for a prideful player like Towns to acknowledge that in today's NBA, you're going to get scored on more often than not. But he has held his own and then some as he gets a well-deserved breather, still with just 2 fouls. Mitchell Robinson will come in. 5:10 to go in the second quarter. Knicks have Brunson, Clarkson, Bridges, Anunoby, and Robinson. Raptor ball from left to right in the black and red uniforms. It is Ingram top of the arc. Hounded by Bridges. Takes him to the foul line. Half spin, pump fake, fade away, draws a foul, and almost got the front rim roll. But 2 free throws coming for Ingram. Bridges picks up his first. Only 3 points for Bridges on 1 of 5 shooting so far, but both he and Anunoby have their hands full on this end of the court against Ingram and Barnes. And more than anything, it's because those 2 guys are going to have insane usage. No Quickly or Barrett to help him out on the offensive end. You're going to need a big night from both Ingram and Barnes. The former of those 2, he's doing his part. First foul shot goes, so 18 points in 14 minutes for Brandon Ingram. Scotty Barnes, though, is 3 of 10, just 6 points. Ingram gets both, so it's back to a 9-point game. Knicks 54, Raptors 45. Stay tuned for the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. We'll get it to you in 4 minutes and 40 seconds of game action as Bridges got knocked off balance on the left side drive by Jakob Pirtle, and they will call the 4th personal foul, or 4th team foul rather, on Toronto. For Pirtle, it is his first. Brunson will inbound from the near sideline. It's one of the best road shooting games we've seen from New York this year. It came in shooting 35% from distance away from home. Right now they're 7 of 14, and Brunson's 4 of 6. He's doubled to the left hash mark, finds Anunoby open for 3. Off the mark for the near side angle. Rebound Pirtle. Raptor ball down 9. Shed trying to get to the right baseline, but he's sealed off by Clarkson. Resets along the near side, perimeter pick and roll with Barnes. Shed in the lane, floater in and out, rebound fought for, batted out of bounds, and Barnes hit it last. Raptors arguing because it went right in front of their bench, but I'd be surprised if they want to burn their final challenge on that call. Inbound from Anunoby, it winds up with Brunson, still in the backcourt. Pressure from Ochai Agbaji. Raptors pick up full court as much as anybody in the league. Brunson with some room around the Right wing around a Robinson screen, finds Clarkson far corner, but he front rim to 3. Offensive rebound, Robinson in the lane. Clarkson gets the front rim roll on a right-hand push shot. He was following that shot as if it was going to miss, but it dropped in for him, and the Knicks are up 11.
Huge offensive rebound for Mitchell Robinson again.
Jacoproto right side, catch and layup on the block. Back and forth we go from 11 points to 9 points. The Knicks lead keeps fluctuating. And then they intentionally foul Mitchell Robinson. Ochai Agbaji wraps him up because the Knicks are in the bonus. That's going to force Mitch to take free throws. He has taken 17 foul shots this year. He has made 3. But if the progress from Ariel Hukporti is any evidence...
Wait, say that again. He's taken 17 free throws and made 3?
3 of 17, if you'd like it put that way. 3 of 18. That one's off the front rim.
Wow.
So Peter Patton, the designated shooting coach, he's been working with, obviously, guys on three-pointers, but he does have a hand in the foul shooting as well. Ariel Hukporti on Sunday against Orlando, 4 for 4, nothing but net. He came in as a 56% foul shooter in his career. Robinson, front rim, backboard, no. So he's 3 of 19. And the score remains 56-47 Knicks. And it still stays that way because Ingram was too strong on a left side three-pointer. Long outlet to Clarkson, and he got fouled. It's away from the ball. They wrapped up Robinson again. And they're going to send him right back to the free throw line. A tactic that, well, sometimes you only save for the playoffs unless you're Joe Mazzulla. They're going to force Mitch to shoot free throws, and no surprise, Karl Anthony Towns will head to the scorer's table. Now, in the final 2 minutes, they do not allow you to hack a Mitch or hack a whoever. That turns into an away from the play foul, which is 1 free throw and possession. Free throw number 1 for Robinson. It's good. Knicks fans in the building making some noise. Although, credit the Raptors, this has not been a MSG North takeover like we see in so many other buildings in the league.
That's a good point. This is a big pro Raptors crowd. They've come out with a lot of energy in this first half, but the Knicks have done a good job silencing them.
Second free throw, hard off the back rim, and a rebound for Ingram. He got fouled by Clarkson, which allows Towns to come in for Robinson. So 1 for 4, and now 4 for 21 this year. It was rookie year, Wally. He was like 60%. That's up to. There was a recent comment. I think it was a Reddit thread. You know, Reddit. They're asking about worst takes. What was your worst Knicks take? And someone posted, free throws from Robinson. I thought maybe he could be a stretch 5. But no, he is your offensive rebounding, shot blocking extraordinaire. Knicks by 10, thanks to the free throw from Robinson. Ingram at the foul line, backs up to the top of the key. Tough 3 over Towns, hard off the back rim, and the rebound pulled down by Bridges. From right to left he comes, final 3 minutes, first half. Lob pass inside to Towns. He's got Ingram on him, but he's blocked by Agbaji. Got his own rebound and missed the putback. Third attempt is good off glass. What a play by Agbaji to block the first effort, but Towns gets the last laugh. 12-point Knick lead, 2:45 to go in the second quarter. Ingram right side elbow, backing down Brunson. He's got size on him, swinging around though. Agbaji wide open left wing 3, in and out, rebound Towns. 2.5 to go in the second quarter. That's been dominated by the Knicks. 22-8 is the score over the last 9.5 minutes. Brunson double team left side, gets out of it with Clarkson, right point. Jab step, now starts his dribble, sealed off by Shed. At the foul line, spins, fades, righty push shot is good. Tough 2 for Jordan Clarkson, who's maybe finding his rhythm again.
Huge minutes for Jordan Clarkson. Again, taking advantage of the smaller Shed. Shed has been torched because of his lack of size and height.
Now a deflection from Anunoby, ball in the backcourt, and OG wins the race. It leads to a wide open stuff, and the Knicks are starting to pour it on here. Late second quarter. 63-47. Now Shed in the lane. Passes to Pirtle at the dunker spot. He got stripped by Towns. They might call that a block if they say he was going up, but a turnover forced by Cat. 94 seconds left in the first half. Clarkson up top. Screen from Towns on the left. He'll drive the left side of the paint. Whips a pass far corner. Brunson, extra feed, Anunoby. Pump fake on the right wing. Now he takes his three, and it's off the front rim. Offensive rebound, Bridges, and a scoop layup off glass. The Knicks continue delivering on the offensive end. They're out to an 18-point lead.
Dominant performance so far by this New York Knicks squad. The Raptors depleted. They have no answers to get good looks at the basket because of this stifling Knicks defense.
They were down by 4 entering this quarter. They have outscored Toronto 30-8 in the second until a Jamal Shed three stops the bleeding. Top of the key triple, back to a 15-point game. And we have seen glimpses of offensive efficiency from the Knicks that make you think on nights like tonight they can beat anybody. Brunson crosses over Barnes up top in the lane. Lefty floater is good. He's not going to get another 20-point quarter, but Brunson now has 26. 35 seconds before halftime. Knicks by 17. Raptors letting their shoulders sag a little bit. Foul line, Pirtle. Hands to Barnes. Back to the foul line, and a bounce pass to a cutting Pirtle leads to a right-hand layup. Nice play in tight quarters to make it a 15-point game. Brunson with the shot clock off, slowly across midcourt. They turned it over on the final possession of the first quarter, so they can keep it clean. Out of a double team, Bridges catches at the foul line, passes left, Anunoby misses a corner three. Long rebound comes back to him. Baseline drive, layup, no, but a foul. With 0.4 seconds left, Pirtle reached in and smacked him, and Anunoby can put the finishing touches on a ridiculous second quarter for the Knicks. Abaji will get the foul, in fact. And Anunoby, with the Knicks up 15, will get 2 foul shots.
Yeah, the second chance points are racking up right now for the Knicks. This has an opportunity to be number 12 and 13. They are really hurting the Raptors in this second quarter with their effort on the offensive glass. Everyone is crashing. The wings are crashing. Mitchell Robinson, obviously, he got the party started with his offensive rebounding, and then Towns gets into the mix. The Knicks right now are the more aggressive team on the boards.
First foul shot dropped in from Anunoby, 16-point lead. Just 0.4 on the clock, so Toronto likely won't have much of a chance. Anunoby gets both. Inbound to Pirtle at the foul line. He will launch from 60 feet, but he missed it short. And the Knicks will head to the locker room with a 69-52 lead on the Toronto Raptors, outscoring them 34-13 in the second quarter. A tour de force from New York, led by 26 points from Jalen Brunson, who has missed 2 shots all night. 10 apiece from Anunoby and Towns, and not many answers on the other end, despite an impressive 19 points from Brandon Ingram. The Knicks are 2 quarters away from a trip to Las Vegas. Pat O'Keefe has your halftime report next. It's powered by ZipRecruiter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com, and your first delivery is free. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/26.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. 3rd generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk? Next level. The stakes? Oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Holding. Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours, so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
This is the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. Now, here's Pat O'Keefe.
What a first half it was in Toronto as we welcome you to the Knicks halftime report powered by ZipRecruiter. A high-intensity, high-scoring first half, at least the first quarter for both teams. The Knicks clamping down defensively big time in the second quarter. And at halftime, it's a 17-point lead for the Knicks, 69-52 over the Raptors in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup, as the Knicks look to, for the first time, punch their ticket to Vegas for the semifinals and what would be another matchup with the Orlando Magic. 2 more quarters to go, but the Knicks lead by 17. Their largest lead of the game, which came late in the second quarter, was 18. The Knicks trailed 39-35 after the first, as both teams were making a high degree of difficulty of shots. But in the second quarter, the Knicks defense holding Toronto to 13 points, while the Knicks put up 34 more points. And that's where we stand right now, 69-52. Knicks fans, the action doesn't stop when the buzzer sounds. Catch ESPN New York on YouTube for all the New York sports talk you love. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Subscribe now and stay locked in. ESPN New York on YouTube. The Knicks as a team shooting 61% from the field and just under 39% from downtown. They haven't hit their free throws, just 8 for 15 from the foul line. Mitchell Robinson went 1 for 4 in the second quarter. That was a big contributor there. But if you look at the numbers that are usually in the Knicks' favor when they're successful, 8 offensive rebounds leading to 13 second chance points in totality, and this was one of Wally Zerbiak's keys to the game. Hit the boards. Well, the Knicks are dominating the glass again against the Raptors, 28-17. Jakob Poeltl didn't play a week and a half ago at the Garden when the Knicks dominated them on the boards, but they are dominating again on the glass. Again, a 28-17 rebounding advantage. The Knicks did turn the ball over 8 times, but a lot of those were early. They cut down on their turnovers significantly in the second quarter. 3 Knicks are in double figures so far, led by our top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon.
Brunson leans in for a long right wing 3 and nailed it. He was looking to create some contact for a foul, but he's got 20 first quarter points, and the Knicks are up 28-25.
Yeah, Brunson out of the gates very quickly. 26 points at halftime. He has made 10 of his 12 shots and 4 for 6 from downtown. He also has a couple of assists and 2 rebounds. So Jalen Brunson with his game-high 26 points, your top-shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer and never watered down. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly. Pat O'Keefe with you on the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. In the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup, the Knicks halfway through have a 69-52 lead over the Toronto Raptors. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
So Jalen Brunson leading 3 Knicks in double figures. Karl Anthony Towns nearly has a double-double already. He's got 10 points and 9 rebounds, while OG Anunoby has 10 points against his former team. Josh Hart, 9 points. Slow start for Jordan Clarkson, but a strong second quarter. He has 6 points off the bench, and that's big because the Knicks continue to play without Landry Shamet, and they are also without Deuce McBride tonight, who has a sprained left ankle. Mention the offensive prowess, though, for the Knicks. 61% from the field, 69 points scored in that first half. After practice yesterday, Jalen Brunson, chatting with the media, was asked how the changes on offense and defense have gone about a third of the way through the season.
I think we're growing together as a team. Obviously, another year under our belt gives us better chemistry. Focusing on the details as a team, the little things can go a long way. Now, when we're locked in onto that as a team, makes everything easier. The way we communicate needs to be better, but when it's great, it shows. And so, yes, the philosophies on both sides of the ball are very good, but it's on us to actually go out there and execute them and do the stuff that we have to do and do the little things. And that honestly goes a long way more than people think.
Download our official Knicks app to stay on top of all your Knicks needs this season. Manage your tickets, get access to app-exclusive sweepstakes content, fresh Knicks merch, and so much more. All on the Knicks app, presented by Experience Abu Dhabi. 69-52, Knicks on top of the Raptors at halftime in Toronto. The Knicks coming into this game, the third best offensive rating in the NBA, the 14th best defensive rating, and a net rating of 8.2, and that is the 4th best net rating in the entire NBA. Josh Hart was asked how far the team has come in learning Mike Brown's new system.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've came a long way. I think we have a lot more room to grow, and that's something that's encouraging because I feel like our offense has been better and it's continuing to grow. So I think making sure when we really start implementing, getting guys into certain positions for like certain spots on the court, when we need like go-to buckets, stuff like that, it'll take it to another level. But right now, where we're building, it's an amazing foundation.
Offensive success is based on their ability to crash the offensive glass. That is certainly the case tonight when you consider that the Raptors have 12 defensive rebounds and the Knicks have 8 offensive rebounds. So when the Raptors miss a shot and there's a rebound, there's a 40% chance the Knicks are going to, when the Knicks miss a shot, there's a 40% chance they're going to grab their own rebound as opposed to the Raptors, who are on the defensive end. Mitchell Robinson obviously leads the way in that category. 9 first-half minutes for Robinson. He has 2 rebounds, both of them on the offensive glass. Karl Anthony Towns also with 2 of the Knicks' 8 offensive rebounds. Robinson was asked if he thinks that teams have changed the way they guard him to try to keep him off the offensive glass.
I think so. I think they try extra hard, but sometimes it just don't work. But yeah,
nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, kind of not. Yeah.
Most of the production offensively in this game coming from the starters for both teams. The Knicks bench only scored 9 points, but they've outscored the Raptors reserves 9-6. Remember, Toronto is shorthanded as well, missing a pair of former Knicks, R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley, neither of them playing tonight. Tyler Kolek, just 5 first-half minutes, but the Knicks were a plus 10, and he scored 2 points in the minutes that he was on the floor as he continues to be a bigger part of the rotation. Kolek spoke after practice earlier today and was asked if there's an area that he has grown, especially from a year ago.
I think it's just attention to detail, like I was saying. A guy my size, I got to be, exact on everything I do. I got to be in the exact right position on defense. I got to be, in the right spacing on offense. I can't be a little bit off. There's no real margin for error there. So just trying to be right in everything I do.
Knicks fans, register for our Fan First program for an opportunity to receive early access to tickets, special offers, and more. Head to Knicks.com/fanfirst to register now. And that was the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Knicks are halfway to Vegas. The halftime score from Toronto, the Knicks 69 and the Raptors 52 in the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. Second half coming up with Tyler and Wally. I'll be back with you on the postgame show. Enjoy the rest of this one, everyone. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This has been the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. The second half is coming right up.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ready to let the good times cruise? Then you need Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, a proud partner of the New York Knicks. Made with real iced tea, real vodka, and no bubbles. It's one wildly refreshing drink. Sun Cruiser goes great with the sun, the sand, the snow, and anywhere else your adventures take you. Stop by the waiting room in Rahway and enjoy a cold Sun Cruiser while watching any of the Knicks games. Sun Cruiser Beverage Company, Boston, Massachusetts. All nutritionals based on 12-ounce serving. Please drink responsibly.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
When it's game time, it's Tully time. The start of the second half is brought to you by Tullamore Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab Tullamore or try the all-new Tullamore Honey during tonight's action. Thanks to the highest scoring half of the season from Jalen Brunson, who had 26 points to lead all scorers, the Knicks have a 69-52 lead heading to the third quarter. With Wally Zerbiak, I'm Tyler Murray. Wally, it's a situation where the Knicks are expected to win this game. It's a shorthanded Toronto team. They impose their will in the second quarter, but in these do-or-die NBA Cup games, it still feels like they are far from home free. Going to need to come out ready to roll for this third quarter.
They always want to come out ready to roll. They've been a dominant third-quarter team of late, too. Mike Brown has been surgeon-like making adjustments at halftime. The Knicks really throttled the Raptors in that second quarter, and they have to send a message early on in this third quarter that there's no getting back into this ball game on their home floor. And the Knicks are 3-6 at home, so this is a great performance, setting the tone to get on the road. The Knicks are 3-6. This is a great performance, setting the tone to get a road win.
You played for Mike Brown in Cleveland, phenomenal teams. Anything in particular? Was he one of those guys at halftime that would make major changes, or is it just a matter of keeping you focused on the game plan?
Keeping you focused on the game plan, but he was very good at picking out one or two things. You don't want to overcomplicate things for your players. You want to make it on the fly in halftime so you can absorb what you're being told to do and the adjustments that you're making. Sometimes there's a film edit that's thrown in there for a little adjustment that's going to be made coming into this second half. And as we know, the Knicks are a very high IQ basketball team, so they can adjust on the fly to whatever their coaches want them to do.
They will have Brunson, Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns on the floor against Shed, Abaji, Barnes, Ingram, and Pirtle. Knicks ball from left to right in the white unis against the black and red of Toronto. Brunson across midcourt, screen from Towns. Hart got loose inside, but will pass it far corner to Bridges. Drives to the foul line, pull up two, rolls around and out from about 12 feet. And Pirtle hands off the rebound to Shed. Now Scotty Barnes, far side mid-range. He struggled in the first half, just 6 points. Pirtle a handoff right wing to Shed. Crossover dribble marked by Hart, crosses over again to the right hand. Double team comes at him, so he gets it to Pirtle, and he misses a wide open push shot from the middle of the paint. Hart the rebound and run from left to right. Baseline drive, low to high. Bridges now dribbles in a circle and whips it past to Hart, top of the arc. Brunson near side angle, drive off a jab step, kick far corner, Anunoby, extra pass to Hart for three. Nailed it from straight on. Beautiful ball movement from the Knicks, and they're out to a 20-point lead.
So impressed with the way Josh Hart is releasing the basketball. He has nice flow and rhythm. That little kind of hitch that he used to have in it, it's not there anymore. It's just a good rhythmic jump shot with great arc, and he has been knocking down some big shots of late.
He said he's the one who requested a full-time shooting coach on the team, as a right wing three is missed by Shed. Rebound tipped over to Scotty Barnes, and he connects on a one-hand push shot from the foul line.
That's interesting. He requested a full-time shooting coach, and seems to be really paying off for Josh Hart, that's for sure.
Even with that splint on his right ring finger. Brunson right elbow, slips through a double team, out to Hart, same spot, same shot, hits again, a three from straight on. Josh Hart has made all three of his three-pointers, and the Knicks lead by 21. Early third quarter in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. First game tonight was a tight one down in Florida between the Heat and the Magic, but Orlando won in the end. And the Raptors are coming apart at the seams here. Pirtle tried to whip a pass to the high side wing, but he split his two targets straight out of bounds.
And getting back to Josh Hart, I mean, I can't compliment him enough how hard it is in the middle of your NBA career to improve your shooting as evidently as he has. I mean, he has put in a lot of work, and it's work physical and also mental.
Now on the interior, hits the layup, but he got hammered and landed so hard on the right side baseline, but he's already back on his feet, helped up by Towns. That's a three-point play for Josh Hart. 23-point Knick lead with a free throw to come. And the proof is in the pudding. While Hart last year shot 33% from three-point range in the regular season, this year he's at 38%. And if he keeps that up, he absolutely deserves all-star consideration, as he's shaking off his left hand, left arm, which presumably is what he landed on off to the right side basket.
That was a bad fall, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he went up strong with his left hand. He was focusing on the finish, got his legs undercut from out from under him, and he landed hard without any bracing from his lower body and his feet. But Josh bounces right up. I think that's going to sting tomorrow. Knocks down the free throw. Boy, he's on this nice little 9-0 run flurry here for the Knicks. He is playing some outstanding basketball.
78-54, and the energy taken out of the building, not just because fans are still getting back from the concourse at halftime. Ingram off the catch, rips the net on a left wing three. So it's back to a 21-point game. In terms of wear and tear, the Knicks will have the next 3 days off either way, but there could be some travel involved, and there is a media day element in the NBA Cup in Las Vegas if they are to win today. Far corner three, Anunoby left it short. He's had a great night, but he's 0 for 5 from three. Shed at the foul line creates some space on the right point for Ingram, and he makes another three. Brandon Ingram, 23 points. He's made it an 18-point game. 78-60 New York. Plenty of time left for the Raptors to cut into what was initially a 23-point deficit. 8:53 left in the third. Hart up top, hounded by Colin Murray-Boyles, the rookie. Entry pass to Towns, catches, shoots, and missed it off glass with Ingram contesting. Long outlet to Abaji, but that should be an offensive foul, and it is. As Abaji was gliding in for a layup, Murray-Boyles shoulder-checked Hart, who went down in a heap at the left side foul line. Knicks will take over.
Josh Hart, that looked like an illegal block in football.
Yeah.
Josh Hart was trying to get over to Abaji and just got absolutely blindsided by Colin Murray-Boyles. And Josh has taken a couple shots here in the last couple possessions, ended up with his back flat on the floor.
He will be covered in ice post-game. Brunson off the dribble, buries another three from the right wing. He's got 29 points in 21 minutes. And the Knicks lead by 21. Barnes wants to answer, cannot. It spins out on a three from the right side point. Rebound Towns. He's got a double-double now, 10 and 10 exactly. But an entry pass to Bridges picked off by Ingram. Passes left to the wing for Shed. He'll launch a three and connects. Feels like a big bucket and a big swing there as Shed hits the triple. It's back to an 18-point game. Now Brunson speeds around Abaji, right elbow, keeps his dribble, finds Bridges near side break. Back to Brunson up top, fake the handoff to Bridges. Now we'll give it to him on the left wing. Catch and shoot three over Shed. In and out, rebound Ingram rising over Anunoby for the board. Shed from right to left. Abaji left wing. Barnes near corner. Catch and shoot three. That's short. Scotty Barnes is having a decent run of three-point shooting, but he's ice cold here today. Now 0 of 4. Knicks turn it over on the outlet pass. Shed for three. Clangs off the front rim short. Rebound Anunoby. He was thinking initially about a long outlet to Hart, but the Knicks will slow it down instead. 81-63, Knicks, 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Towns, far side mid-range, sees Ingram, goes right at it, finds Hart right corner, passes up top to Anunoby, dishes left for Brunson, far corner three. A rare miss for Brunson tonight. He's 5 of 8 from downtown now. Abaji coast to coast, hangs in the air. Wild layup wouldn't go over Anunoby, and the rebound's batted over to Josh Hart. Anunoby on the transition defense, denying the rookie Murray Boyles. Hart's wide open. He'll take a left wing three, and he finally missed one after starting 3 for 3. He's got 18 points, though. Second leading scorer for the Knicks behind only Brunson. As Bridges reaches in to foul Ingram in transition to bring us to immediate timeout. Well, the Knicks won the second quarter 34-13. It's a little tighter here in the third, but it's still a 1-point advantage since halftime, and overall an 81-63 Knick advantage with 6:47 to go in the third. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
For 125 years, Local 3 IBEW, alongside their NICA New York partners, have powered our city, skyline, schools, hospitals, and arenas. Local 3 and NICA New York members have kept our city shining, safely, skillfully, and proudly for over 125 years. Local 3 and NICA New York, always leading the way.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter.
6:47 to go in the third quarter. The Knicks lead the Raptors 81-63. If they win this game, they will go to Las Vegas for a Saturday showdown with the Orlando Magic, a team they just beat on Sunday by 6 at MSG. Of course, that improved the Knicks' home record to 13-1. On the road, they're 3-6. So a lot of different reasons this would be a nice win for New York. They would go to 8-1 in their last 9 games. They get their 4th road win of the year. And, of course, they would break the short-lived quarterfinal curse in the Emirates NBA Cup. They've lost each of the last 2 years in this round, including the infamous Trae Young dice roll on the Garden Court around this time last year. I think that was a moment that bothered fans more than the players, but fortunately, Trae Young is not involved in any of these proceedings at all, as the Knicks have an 18-point lead on the Raptors with 6:47 to go in the third. And Wally, Toronto is obviously a prideful team. They've got talent, but you wonder, do they have enough scoring punch the way the Knicks are putting it in the bucket tonight to have a chance at a comeback here down by 18? It feels like something special is going to need to happen from someone unexpected on this Raptors roster.
Absolutely. Listen, I give the Raptors credit because the Knicks built the lead to 24, and they just made a couple threes here to kind of eat into the lead a little bit. Knicks have to be smart, though, and they need to play solid to finish this one out.
Chance inside for Colin Murray Boyles. He caught it in traffic and then got fouled on the way up, I believe, by Bridges. And free throws coming for the 9th overall pick out of South Carolina at the basket to our left. It'll be the third on Mikal Bridges. I don't want to say he's been quiet lately because the defense is so loud. He's got 2 blocks to steal tonight. Murray Boyles misses the free throw, but 5 points for Bridges in 24 minutes. He's had at least 10 in all but 1 game this year. Knicks by 18, 6:37 to go. Murray Boyles a really impressive showing at the Garden last month as he misses the second free throw as well. He had 6 offensive rebounds in 22 minutes in the previous matchup between these two teams. Went 5 of 6 from the field, so he can really be a grinder on the inside even though he's only 6'7". Brunson left point off a handoff from Towns. Matched up with Scotty Barnes, an excellent 1-through-5 defender. Brunson takes him to the left side mid-range, steps back for a long elbow jumper off the fadeaway, but it's too strong and a rebound for Barnes. Brunson created plenty of space, but now he's 11 out of 15 from the field. That's right, even with that miss, he's 11 out of 15. Foul line jumper, Brandon Ingram sinks it, and he's got 27. It might have to be a 50 ball from Ingram tonight to keep the Raptors in this game. He's 9 of 13, 4 assists, 3 3-pointers. 81-65, Knicks lead down to 16. Brunson at the center court logo, matched up with the rookie Murray Boyles, finds Bridges, right corner 3, short, rebound Towns. Kick out to Hart, left point pump fake, got around Murray Boyles, now they post up Towns, far side block on Barnes. Lean through a double team and a whistle and a foul on Barnes. He wanted the off-elbow hook from Towns to be an offensive foul, but instead, it's the third foul call. I thought it was initially on Scotty Barnes, but I think they called it on Ochai Agbaji reaching in, yes. Agbaji with the third foul. At the basket to our right, just below the 2019 World Championship banner. Karl Anthony Towns will take his first of 2 free throws. What a year that was, huh? The Raptors were down 0-2 in the conference finals to the Bucks. Then they won 4 in a row. And yes, they got some fortune with the Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson injuries, but Kawhi Leonard, 1 year, 1 championship. And then off he went to the Clippers. Towns gets both. 83-65. Knicks back up 18. 5:26 left in the third. Orange from right to left. Raptors in black and red. Knicks in white and orange. Ingram trying to stay high from 3. Pump fake to one on the right perimeter. Now a pull up from the far side baseline. Very short over Bridges. But the rebound tipped out by Murray Boyles to Jacoby Walter. Jacoby Walter named after Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Barnes up top, out of the left elbow, dribble handoff to Walter, steps back into a long left wing 3, air ball, out of bounds left baseline. We mentioned Walter's confidence might be wavering, scoreless in 12 minutes as a starter on Sunday.
Named after Jordan and Kobe, but that did not look like Jordan and Kobe on that 3-point shot. Wide right.
They must have had a few air balls in their day, but maybe none like that. And Anunoby will inbound. Bridges comes out of the game for Jordan Clarkson. Brunson across midcourt, hounded by Agbaji. Around the right side screen from Towns. He'll get it to Cat at the foul line. He'll take a fading jump shot. Missed it wide right. Sounded like he was calling for a foul. Raptor ball down 18, trying to reinvigorate this Toronto crowd. They were going bonkers in the first quarter when we saw 9 lead changes, but there's only been 1 since as Barnes muscles inside and reaches from outside the restricted area for a right-hand finger roll to make it a 16-point game. Brunson just across midcourt, defended by Walter up top. Sends a pass into traffic. It's stolen by Barnes under the hoop. Outlet to Ingram, 4-on-1, and Brunson basically has to let Walter go by for a slam. And they have reinvigorated the crowd here. It's back to a 14-point game, and a timeout required from Mike Brown. 4:11 to go in the third. It is Knicks 83, Raptors 69. They overcame a 23-point deficit on Sunday against Boston. Eventually lost, but they're trying to get over a 24-point gap tonight They've shaved 10 points off the deficit so far. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/26.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. Third generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
We'll give Toronto credit, a 15-5 run, and their trend continues of slow starts, but impressive efforts to try to get back into the game, and they have. It's 14 points now separating New York and Toronto, with 4:11 to go in the third quarter. Remember, the Knicks have won 7 of 8, and the Raptors have dropped 5 of 6. That came after their 9-game winning streak ended. I've been meaning to ask you, Wally, you were part of the franchise record Cleveland Cavaliers regular season win total in, 09?
Yep, 66, yes, 66 wins.
So you had a lot of long winning streaks.
Yes.
After a winning streak ended, was there almost a relief the next game? Was there a letdown? What was the determination level the next game? Because we saw Toronto and Detroit have long winning streaks end, and then they actually followed up with some losing streaks.
Yeah.
Is that just a coincidence, or is there a letdown after a long streak ends?
Well, good teams don't let that happen. That's obviously the key. You know, you go on win streaks, and then when you have that one loss, kind of like the Knicks don't let that losing linger, and they haven't the last couple years. That's the key to great teams, because you can get hot and start playing good basketball, but the key is when you have an off night, how do you bounce back individually and as a team? And that's one thing I think this Knicks team does well.
Who took technical free throws on that team? Was it LeBron James? Nope, it was good old Wally Szczerbiak. Best percentage on the squad as Brunson draws a foul, sprinting for the left side elbow. He was throwing his hands in the air as if a shot was coming, and yes, they will give him 2 free throws, and the basket 2 are right.
It was a competition between me and Mo Williams. Mo Williams is a 90% free throw shooter. LeBron didn't even sniff. He didn't even sniff technical fouls.
Oh, man. Nowadays, though, he just had that incredible streak of consecutive 10-point games ended, but it was because he set up Rui Hachimura for a game-winning 3 over Philly. As Brunson back rims a free throw, he's 2 of 4 tonight. The door is certainly ajar for the Raptors here. 14-point game, 3:57 left in the third, and nothing gives you momentum like the opponent's best player missing a foul shot. As Hart comes out for Gershon Yabusele. It is Brunson, Clarkson, Anunoby, Yabusele, and Robinson. Raptors have Shed, Walter, Murray Boyles, Ingram, and Mamukelashvili. Second foul shot good for Brunson, so back to a 15-point lead. The Knicks have missed 8 of their 20 foul shots tonight, 4 from Mitchell Robinson, or just 3 in fact. He is 1 of 4. Shed in trouble at midcourt. Pressure by Clarkson, but got rid of it to Mamu Kelishvili. Pass back to Shed. Dribbles to the top of the arc. Steps back. Passes right. Pump fake on the wing from Mamu Kelishvili. Drives baseline and got fouled by Robinson. Threw up a wild shot before going out of bounds along the far side, but they'll say the foul came on the floor. Inbounding from the far sideline. Second foul on Mitchell Robinson. Again, Robinson played a season-high 25 minutes on Sunday in the absence of Karl Anthony Towns.
That was a close call. Mitchell Robinson moved his feet pretty well. Mamu Kelishvili was falling out of bounds. Mitch had him locked up. The referees kind of bailed him out on that one.
Ingram double team left elbow. Open man is Murray Boyles. Missed the jam with the left hand. Robinson might have got a hand on it. It comes loose to Brunson. Spins at the foul line to get rid of Walter. Dotted line, floater, no. Rebound tipped off the back rim by Robinson. Then he got fouled on his way back down. And a break for the Knicks. It's not going to be free throws. It's going to be an inbound from the sideline. Toronto no longer has a foul to give. Second foul on Jacoby Walter. Mitchell Robinson talked after shoot-around today and was asked, are teams doing more against you, almost game planning against you to keep you off the foul line? And I was wrong. They actually changed it to a shooting foul. And he misses the first free throw. Essentially, what can teams do to stop you from getting offensive rebounds? And his answer is basically, sometimes there's just nothing that can be done. He really is the best offensive rebounder in the league.
He is outstanding, but what teams are going to do is when he gets those offensive rebounds, they're not going to let him dunk it.
He missed the second foul shot. It came back to him, feeds Brunson, and he nails a right wing three. So instead of Robinson free throws, it's a Brunson trifecta. He's got 30 points. And the Knicks lead 87-69.
That's the second time Brunson got cut.
Brunson had 30 on Sunday. Now he's got 33 tonight. This ties him with Richie Guerin for third most 30-point games in Knicks franchise history. And if you know 1% of Knicks history, you'll know exactly who he needs to pass for second and first with most 30-point games. It is Patrick Ewing and Carmelo Anthony. 87-71, Knicks with a 16-point lead. There was full court pressure off the inbound, and they struggled to get it in, so Mike Brown called the timeout. 2:43 left in the third. Good Cadillac trivia question they're using on the television broadcast. Which former Knick is the Raptors' all-time leader in block shots? I think that's what it was. They just took it off the board. I think Knicks and Raptors, I think Marcus Camby.
Yeah.
So that will be my guess. We'll find out hopefully later on. Fans making noise for a child who can't be more than 2.5, dancing pretty well on the stairs and the aisle of the lower bowl here. Very impressive stuff. They were rocking for Red Panda at halftime as well. And we were singing their praises in that first quarter, which ended with Toronto leading 39-35. But as we keep saying, Wally, yes, the offense has been great, but what a great defensive turnaround. You get up 39 points in the first quarter and then just 13 in the second. And if the Knicks hang on to win this game, it will have been won in the second quarter. Cute kid back on the video board. Play back underway. Knicks from left to right in white and orange. Brunson, Clarkson, Anunoby, Yabusele, and Towns. So a pretty big front court here as Brunson gets to the foul line. One-hand pass to Anunoby, left wing, slashes inside, throws up a wild layup that misses off glass. Rebound available on the deck. Yabusele got it, but they're going to whistle a foul on either Yabusele or Towns. And it looks like Karl Anthony Towns will get hit with foul number 3. First time he's fouled anybody since the first 5 minutes of the game. And he's had some strong defensive moments too, even playing with 2 fouls. Raptors ball up 16 from right to left. Ingram near midcourt, dribbles right, double team, passed out of it to swing it around. Walter near corner, rattles out a 3 over Brunson, and Towns pulls down the rebound. Second in the NBA this year with 17 double-doubles, including tonight. He's got 12 points and 13 boards. Clarkson penetrates, leans in, got fouled from behind by Shed, as he couldn't slow down quickly enough. And he missed a layup, Clarkson, but he will get 2 free throws. Third foul on Jamal Shed.
They corrected Jordan Clarkson's name up on the scoreboard from the first half. Mick Clarkson he was being called up here in Toronto.
It's become a meme, Wally. It is a famous screen grab online now from a Jazz Magic broadcast from, I believe, last year. And they call it a lower third graphic, the bar they put below the player when he's at the free throw line. And his name is listed Jordy Mick Clarkson. It reminds me, remember in England they were naming like a government submarine and they let people decide what to call it, and they decided naming the government submarine Bodie McBoatface. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Our engineer Curtis is nodding his head, so I've got one person on board.
All right. That's good information.
That's the perfect reaction, Wally.
That's a useless stat.
I know you love those. The useless stat of the night. Free throws for Clarkson make it 89-71. But on the other end, Colin Murray-Boyles slips inside for a layup. Assist from Jamal Shead makes it 89-73. Knicks ball from left to right, far side baseline. It's Clarkson, pull-up jumper is good. And Wally, you felt this coming early. Once he made that first one, we're seeing Jordan Clarkson again.
Put some respect on that man's name. Get his name right up on the scoreboard. He's got 10 points off the bench already. He's torching the Raptors, doing what he needs to do with no Deuce McBride in the lineup.
Still waiting for an update on that ankle injury suffered on Sunday. Whistling an offensive foul. Brunson and Robinson trying to go pick and roll, but looks like a moving screen with the leg of Mitchell Robinson. That's his third. Knicks up 18, 91-73 with 1:19 to go in the third quarter. And they keep the Raptors at bay. Of course, this is not regular season type basketball. It's the NBA Cup quarterfinal, so I don't think you'll see any bench emptying unless it gets really ugly late. And Jamal Shead is keeping it tight. Left wing three over Clarkson brings it back to a 15-point game. That is his fourth three-pointer. He had made three of his last 21 entering the game. Clarkson at the foul line, backing down Shead, turnaround jumper, got it again from the dotted line. Clarkson's got 12 points. He's 5 out of 8.
Mouse in the house. Jordan Clarkson using his size over Jamal Shead. Both Clarkson and Brunson have been using that height advantage all night.
Now Shead, top of the arc, 93-76 the score. Walter, left side arc, pump fake and a drive down the lane on Brunson. Floater is good. Looked initially like maybe an alley-oop for Murray-Boyles, but it went straight in, and it's a 15-point game again. And they get the 2 for 1. 22 to play, 15 to shoot here in the third quarter. And because Robinson came to set a screen, they grab him and send him to the free throw line. We mentioned earlier, it's an away from the play foul if they grab him when he's not near the ball in the final 2 minutes, but because he came up to set a ball screen, they grabbed him, and now free throws for Mitch. 1 for 6 from the stripe tonight. And he's got 4 offensive rebounds. And this one's off the back rim. He is more online this year than he's been in recent seasons, but there's just so little arc on the shot, he doesn't really give himself much of a chance.
Love the positivity there, big guy.
Thanks, Wally.
That's great.
What I'm here for.
You reminded me he was coming into the game 3 for 17. I was like, what? Because I agree with you. I think they look better this year. He made it.
Nice.
Made the second one. That's a good sign. It's just the key is he needs to get a little bit more float to that shot. It's there's no arc at all, and there's no probability for the ball to go in when you're shooting the ball that flat.
He's so tall and his arms go so high, it's almost like he's shooting it downward.
Right.
5 seconds left. Knicks 94, Raptors 78, and then Shead slips inside. Right-hand layup missed, but he got fouled. Helped up from his back along the left baseline with 2.3 to go. OG Anunoby with his third foul. He's got Towns, Bridges, and Robinson also with 3. Good physical game, evenly called, nobody in major foul trouble. If you're a Raptor fan, you can point to a free throw disparity where the Knicks have taken 26 and the Raptors have 11. But the Knicks have missed 11 free throws. At the basket to our left, Shead will sink the first. And a game like tonight, you're seeing why he jumped Davion Mitchell in the rotation last year. and led to Mitchell being traded to Miami, which kind of resurrected his career. He was in no man's land after being traded from the Kings to the Raptors last year. But Ched, just in his second year, starting for the first time this year in place of Emmanuel Quickly, who was sick. And even though he was cold from three the past few games, he has caught fire again. Missed the second free throw, and the rebound tipped toward the far sideline, which will expire the rest of the third quarter clock. But thanks to an impressive quarter from Jamal Shead, who's now got 17 points and 5 assists tonight, the Raptors aren't done. They're down by 15. Knicks lead it 94-79 as we go to the fourth quarter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Entering the fourth quarter in Toronto, the Knicks have a 94-79 lead on the Raptors. With Wally Zerbiak, I'm Tyler Murray. Raptors won that quarter by 2, but the Knicks dominated the second quarter by 21. And Wally, I'm left with the thought after 3 quarters that they have to be impressed by Toronto. They haven't had their best shooting night overall. They're at 30% from downtown. But the way the Knicks have played, 94 points in 3 quarters, you figured this game would be over by now, but it's very much in the balance if Toronto can stay a little bit hot.
Yeah, Toronto's trying to really fight, and this is what you do in a winner-take-all game. They don't want to go home in this NBA Cup. They're going to come after the Knicks here. I think the start to this fourth quarter is key. The Knicks bench has to play good ball to start this quarter, because if the Raptors start to gain a little bit of life and they get this thing under 10 points, then this crowd is really going to start getting jacked up, and it's going to get a little hairy for the Knicks.
It's the first time the Raptors have made it this far in the NBA Cup, and they went undefeated in group play. You can kind of see what the NBA had in mind, maybe thinking Cleveland would win the group and face off with the Knicks and maybe a conference finals preview here in this round, but they beat the Cavs by 11, Hawks by 12, and Wizards by 30. They've actually gone 3-0 against Cleveland this year, this Raptors team. From right to left they go. Pirtle hands off to Grady Dick on the left side. From the foul line, he'll drive and kick to Scotty Barnes. He missed a rainbow 3 on the far side break, and Anunoby gets the rebound. And if the Raptors had anything from Scotty Barnes from 3 tonight, this would be a different looking game, but he's 0 for 5. Clarkson, left side hash mark, jab step in a drive, double team by Walter, who scampers back to cover Bridges up top, and the pass comes to him. Right side drive from Bridges, stops on the right side mid post, and a foul called on a reach in. Bridges thought he was going up, but the referees disagree.
And I like what Mike Brown's doing here. He's leaving 4 starters out on the floor to start this fourth quarter. Clarkson in place of Jalen Brunson. So he is making sure that this game does not get out of hand without the right personnel on the floor to keep this game on lockdown for the Knicks.
Right now he's got Clarkson, Anunoby, Bridges, Hart, and Towns. Clarkson pump fake left elbow, got blocked by Murray Boyles when he went up with it, and Grady Dick will race the other way, poked away from behind by a Hart. Knicks have numbers from left to right. Floater from Clarkson off the back rim, no from point-blank range. Then Pirtle gets the rebound. 4-on-2 for the Raptors. Turned around and threw it to nobody, and then he runs over Josh Hart. Offensive foul before could officially be a steal. Clarkson had a wide open layup on the other end, but Pirtle's far from finest moment will give the ball back to New York.
And I don't know why Jakob Pirtle didn't just throw the ball to Grady Dick in the right corner. He was wide open for a corner three-point shot. He's a serviceable three-point shooter. Tried to throw it back behind him. It's almost like he had blinders on and couldn't see the easy pass 10 feet to his right.
Not everybody was built to play fast in today's NBA. As Tyler Kolek will run the point now. Jordan Clarkson's coming out. Hart near side wing to the foul line for Towns. Hand off to Kolek, left side drive. Caught in the air. Right behind him will find Towns, who powers into the paint and missed a bunny over Pirtle. Got his own rebound and then got hacked hard by Pirtle. And that'll send Towns to the free throw line as the other 7-footer, Jakob Pirtle, picks up his third foul.
It's very interesting to me to see how Mike Brown has not put Towns and Mitchell Robinson on the floor together much at all. Since that Orlando Magic game down in Orlando, when that lineup really struggled to defend the three-point line and really got diced up. It seems like Towns embraces being the five-man. His defense has picked up since he's been playing on the floor with OG Anunoby at the 4, Bridges, Hart at the 4. It's really helped Towns defensively be a lot more adequate on that end of the floor.
And I'm not smart enough to parse through the on-off numbers defensively, how much better the team is when you're on the court on both ends of the floor. Apparently the advanced metrics have been pretty kind to Karl Anthony Towns as a rim protector this year, certainly an upgrade from last season. And it's no secret, if he can figure that part of his game out, the sky is the limit for this team. He gets both free throws, been the best foul shooter on the team all year. And the Knicks back up 96-79, a 17-point lead. Barnes lumbers inside, left side mid-range fall away, misses, but an offensive rebound from Murray Boyles. Kick out to Dick. He dropped it after a pump fake, then got it back off the deck. Hook pass around to Pirtle underneath the hoop is stolen by Colette from behind. Now Bridges on the move, whips a pass to Hart left wing, hand back to Bridges. His three-pointer is good, and the Knicks are back up by 20, 2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Very important start to the quarter. You got to just keep the Raptors down. You got to take their heart out of this game, and this 6-0 start the quarter is huge.
Pirtle dropped the pass on the foul line. Fans getting frustrated here at Scotiabank Arena. Left wing Walter, catch and shoot three over Kolek. That's good. Jacoby Walter has 13 points tonight. And is back to a 17-point game. Inbound to Bridges, reaching from Dick, poked it free momentarily, but Bridges secure on possession now. Hand off to Hart, top of the key, passes back left to Bridges toward the far sideline. Ball screen from Towns on the left, pick and roll. Whips a pass right corner, Anunoby catch and shoot three, back rim no over Barnes, and Murray Boyles gets the rebound. Barnes down the lane and met by a Hart, ball out of bounds left baseline. Referees looking at each other, and a jump ball is eventually signaled by Josh Tiven. Josh Hart says challenge. He certainly had body contact on Scotty Barnes. But as we get a look at the replay, it would have seemed Barnes just lost it clean out of bounds. Mike Brown's taking 5 steps onto the court, and he twirled a finger and get us a challenge. With the Knicks up 99-82 with 9:20 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Josh Hart and Tyler Kolek were calling for the challenge because they were on the floor. They saw what was going on. I think the officials were a little bit blocked off, so they couldn't see the call. But I think this is a good challenge as long as you trust Tyler Kolek and Josh Hart.
Who the ball was last touched by? New York is challenging that ruling.
Now there is a possibility they could call a proximate foul on Josh Hart that led to Barnes losing the ball out of bounds. We will take a break while they take a look. Knicks up 99-82, trying to pull away in the NBA Cup quarterfinal. 9:20 left in the fourth quarter. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com, and your first delivery is free. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today. New York City basketball fans, tonight's message is powered by Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York. In this city, they run the three-man weave. Local 3, NICA New York, and 125 years of union electricians delivering safe, skilled power. From hospitals and schools to transit, Madison Square Garden, and that skyline, they keep the lights on. They're training the next generation so the city never slows down. Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York, powering New York City. Always on, always leading the way.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Out for Toronto. It's an unsuccessful challenge for New York. They have no further challenges.
Well, you caught the tail end of Josh Tippmann's announcement. Ball went out of bounds off of Toronto, but it was because of a proximate foul by Karl Anthony Towns. Now, sometimes if a call is overturned and the ball still stays with the initial team, you get to keep your challenge. But this is not one of those times. And Hart and Kolek were closer to Barnes when he lost the ball, so they said, let's challenge. We didn't touch him. But apparently Karl Anthony Towns did a step before. So 4 fouls on Towns. No challenges left for the Knicks. And if there's any boost the Raptors need, down 17 with 9:19 to go, that might be it. And the Knicks stem the tide as Ingram crosses over on Bridges, and then he stayed down on a pump fake from the top of the circle. 4 to shoot for Jamal Shead now, right point. Top of the key. 2 to shoot. Now he realizes it, launches over Bridges and missed it short. Towns lost the rebound out of bounds, though. Left baseline inbound coming for Toronto. Mitchell Robinson and Jalen Brunson will check in. And we were talking, that's a tough spot for Karl Anthony Towns. He sees his 2 teammates demanding a challenge. He's probably thinking, well, I might have fouled him. But it all happened so fast.
Yeah.
And that's a rare miss on the Knicks challenge ledger. They are now 7-3 this year in replay reviews. Fadeaway jumper is good from the left elbow off the inbound by Brandon Ingram. He's got 29, and it's a 15-point game. Brunson into the game maybe a little earlier than usual in this NBA Cup elimination format. 33 points in 31 minutes at the foul line. Now to the dotted line. Lefty floater is good over the taller, longer Ingram. Knicks 101, Raptors 84. Long pass inside to Murray Boyles. Pump fake underneath the hoop, surrounded by Knicks. Got rid of it up top to Barnes. Passes left to Ingram. Pump fake on Robinson. Entry pass Murray Boyles. Stripped out of bounds by Hart. And with 12 to shoot, it'll stay with Toronto, left baseline inbound. It's the Brunson versus Ingram battle. 35 for the Knick captain and 29 for the shiny new toy in Toronto. Ingram, their leading scorer, averaging 21 a game. Inbound comes to him, left baseline, forced a pass inside. It was tipped by Hart, but it came to Murray Boyles. Now out to Shead, a straight on 3, very short. And a long rebound goes out of bounds far sideline. Knicks will take over, up 17, 8:10 to go. Second leading scorer for the Raptors is Jamal Shead, who started today for the first time all season. He's got 17. And then it's Jacoby Walter with 13. So the Scotty Barnes no-show is a major factor. 5 for 15 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Just 10 points. Anunoby from the foul line, left-hand bounce pass to Hart. He'll catch and shoot a 3 and buries it from the left wing. Josh Hart is 4 of 5 from downtown, and the Knicks lead by 20.
Impressive shooting. Josh Hart continues to amaze from all over the court, knocking down big shots.
Now Mamukelashvili powers to the rim, got around Brunson and hits a right-hand layup, 18-point game. And the typical line from Hart has been, sure, I could shoot a 3, but I want to play make. I'd rather have Jalen or Mikal take a 3. But right now, Josh Hart's got the hot hand, and you'll have to see his confidence growing as he keeps taking shots. Brunson got stripped in the backcourt by Shed, and then he busts up a 2-on-1. Shed passed it to Barnes for an easy layup, but Brunson tipped it out of bounds.
Yeah, and Jalen's not happy. He's got a few uncharacteristic turnovers tonight, especially in the backcourt. You got to be careful with Jamal Shed because he is very scrappy when it comes to defending for 94 feet.
Up top for Ingram, pump fake to 3. Bridges did not bite. Puts it on the deck to the right elbow. Whips a pass out far corner. Shed baseline drive, and a reverse layup is missed, but a foul on Robinson, who picks up number 4. And the fans, they wanted a foul on Brunson on that last strip out of bounds. Josh Hart eagers the crowd to keep making noise. And what Brunson has been doing on the road sometimes is signaling a challenge to the fans, as if to say, go ahead, burn a challenge on that call. It's an 18-point Knick lead with free throws for Shed, who back rims the first. He is 1 of 3 from the line tonight. 7:03 to go in the fourth. And you're right about Brunson, though. He tends to, I don't want to say take it personally, but when he gets bumped in the backcourt, certain matchups can frustrate him, and he'll go again and again right at Jamal Shed. Sometimes to his success, sometimes to his detriment. As Shed gets the second, and it's a 17-point game again. And a hard foul there on Murray Boyles, threw his body into Brunson on a dribble handoff attempt. 3 fouls on Murray Boyles. And Brunson shaken up at midcourt. It is the 3rd team foul on the Raptors, not yet halfway through the fourth quarter. Let me pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Knicks ball up 17. Anunoby has it right corner. Ball fake gets Barnes in the air, but then Anunoby committed the double foot jab step. He traveled, and the Knicks give it away for the 13th time. 104-87 Knicks. 6:46 to go in the fourth. 35 from Brunson and 21 from Josh Hart. 1 shy of a season high as Bridges reached in on a dribble handoff up top, and Mitchell Robinson did as well. He got called for the foul on Pirtle. That's his 5th foul, Mitchell Robinson, in just 15 minutes. Towns has 4 fouls. We have not seen Ariel Hukporti yet, but he's earned the trust, it would seem, enough of Mike Brown to be an option if needed. Ingram backing down Bridges, far side mid-post, now turns baseline for a fadeaway jumper. He makes that shot as well as anybody in the league, and Ingram's got a 31-point night.
He's smooth, he really is. He has shown up big time.
15-point game now. Towns will check in at the next stoppage. Anunoby left side hash mark on the far sideline, crossing over Mamukelashvili, beat him to the rim, but then lost the handle. Mamukelashvili brings it ahead the other way. Now Jamal Shed from the left wing. He passes to the right wing for Ingram. Backing down Bridges again. He'll retreat beyond the far side perimeter between the legs dribble. Now back into a post mode. In the lane, hangs in the air. Passes left for Barnes in the corner. Extra feed to Shed, and he missed a near wing 3. Mamukelashvili sorted him for the rebound and tipped it out of bounds off of a nick. And from the left baseline, the Raptors will get a new possession.
Jamal Shed's had some pretty good looks. He's missed some free throws, missed a couple open threes that could have been very beneficial to these Raptors getting back into this game.
It's a good call. He started 4 of 7 from 3. One of his better nights of the year, but he's missed his last 4. Towns in, Robinson out, inbound to Ingram. Blocked by Towns. It's his 2nd rejection, and he got the rebound off the backboard. Now Towns on the offensive end. Lobs a pass to Brunson, right side wing. Anunoby lurking for a screen. He got hit down low by Ingram, though, fighting for position. They'll reset at midcourt with Bridges. 8 to shoot, 5.5 to play. Bridges down the lane, pulls up for a foul line jumper and sinks it. Cale Bridges, 10 points again. He's done it now in all but one game this season, and the Knicks lead by 17. Got 2 steals and a block along with 3 assists tonight. Barnes in the lane, righty jump hook, left it short, offensive rebound and a putback from Jakob Poeltl. It is 106 to 91. 15-point game again, but that's as close as the Raptors have got since the Knicks opened up a 24-point lead. Bridges, top of the key, to the foul line again. Passes right to Anunoby. A wide-open 3 is good from the near corner, right in front of the Raptor bench where Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. OG Anunoby 0 for 5 until that make from 3. He's given the Knicks an 18-point lead with 4:45 to go.
That's a big shot right there. OG struggled from 3. A lot of in and outs against his former team. This Raptor team is trying to pick up the pressure a little bit. Kind of some run and jump double team action. Knicks, when they break that little double team, there's a lot of open looks on the weak side, and Anunoby benefited right there with that triple from the right corner.
Knicks are 14 out of 30 from long range, and maybe more encouragingly, they're holding Toronto to 10 of 35. That's 29% in three-point defense. 109-91, New York leads Toronto with 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Can you access quality health insurance? Yes, New York. Can you get help enrolling from a real person? Yes, New York. Is time running out to get covered? Yes, New York. Don't risk being uninsured for 2026. Say yes to quality health insurance from New York State of Health. Enroll or renew by December 15th for January 1st coverage. Visit nystateofhealth.ny.gov or call 1-855-355-5777.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
109-91. The Knicks have an 18-point lead late in Toronto with 4:45 to go. Let's get you the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Only one other game, and it already happened. The other quarterfinal matchup in the NBA Cup. Orlando beat Miami 117-108 at, I think they call it Kia Center now, in Orlando. And the Knicks, if they hang on here, would play the Magic again after just beating them on Sunday. It would be their 4th matchup of the season, and it would help them maybe take the tiebreaker away head-to-head with Orlando. That's your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Make the most of your season during the Kia Season of New Tradition sales event. Gift yourself some savings and visit your local Kia dealer today. Raptor ball from right to left, down 18, 4.5 to go. Abaji got loose in the middle of the paint, but blows a left-hand layup. Offensive rebound, Murray Boyles. Left corner 3, Barnes wide open, and he finally gets one to go. He was 0 for 5 from distance before that make. And it's now a 15-point game again. He's got 13, 18 from Shed and 31 from Ingram. Brunson leads all scorers with 35. His season high is 37. He's done it twice. Final 4 minutes, fourth quarter. Crowd has thinned considerably in Toronto tonight. Far corner catch and shoot three. Bridges in and out. Offensive rebound Clarkson. Pump fake and a handoff to Hart. He'll bring it back to midcourt with 10 to shoot. Killing some more clock here. 3:48 on the game clock. Knicks by 15. Brunson passes out of a double team. Swinging around. Far corner Bridges. That one's good. From the far sideline in front of Scotty Barnes. He connects to give the Knicks an 18-point lead again. Barnes on the other end. They will post up Ingram on Clarkson, near side mid-post. Backing him down to the lane line. Now in the paint, turnaround jumper won't go, and Hart gets the rebound with 3:20 left. Bridges across midcourt. Two Raptors come at him and stripped out of bounds by Ingram. It'll stay with New York to the near sideline. Darko Rajakovic calls timeout, and they are going to challenge. The play happened right in front of him, and at first glance, that may have gone off the shoulder of Bridges just before hitting the sideline. This will be the last challenge for either team available tonight. 3:16 left. Knicks by 18. Stay tuned for the next postgame show. It's brought to you by Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York, always leading the way. Feels like smart basketball would get you home free, Wally, at this point in the game, but remember, we saw Toronto come back late against Boston just the other day, although Celtics won that game.
Well, the Toronto Raptors fans don't really believe they have a chance to come back. They are clearing out quickly here at Scotia Bank Arena, mister.
Yes, I've been saying that wrong my entire life, and leave it to good old Wally Zerbiak, the first friend that ever had brave enough to correct me, I guess.
Hey, you know, that's what friends are for.
Thank you, sir.
This is a cool arena, though. It really is. This is a cool place. Toronto does a really good job. The fans, they show up big time to support their Raptors team. And, you know, they're going to try to do whatever they can, but the Knicks, with a really workmanlike effort, we've been talking 3-6 on the road are the Knicks this season. That's one thing that Mikal Bridges says has to change. They have to get better at. This is a very focused effort by them on this road trip up here to Toronto.
Well, either the challenge wasn't allowed or the Raptors said never mind, because they never wound up looking at it. And I believe the Knicks will be inbounding for the near sideline. Josh Tibbins actually going to talk to the scores table near sideline. We haven't heard anything official except from the PA announcer who just said no challenge. Knicks up 18, 3:16 to go in the fourth quarter. A 20-point first quarter from Brunson set the tone, except for the fact that the Knicks were losing after the first quarter, 39-35. Brandon Ingram had 17 first quarter points. It was all about the second, and the Knicks outscored the Raptors 34-13. And on the inbound, the Knicks can't find any windows, so they call timeout. They will have one left, as will the Raptors. So with 3:16 to go, they'll talk it over. And we remind you again to stay tuned for the next postgame show, hosted by Pat O'Keefe and presented by Local 3 IBEW and NICA New York, always leading the way. Well, if the Knicks hang on here, up 18, 3:16 to go, it would wipe out the possibility of a home game. If they lost this game, they would be hosting Miami on Sunday. But if they wind up winning it, it's NBA Cup semifinals on Saturday in Vegas, then 2 days off before the championship on Tuesday. Their next regular season game would be next Thursday, the 18th, in Indiana. Their first matchup, the first rematch, I should say, of the Eastern Conference Finals. It might not be as competitive as expected, considering how rough of a year it's been for the Pacers. And then right after that, they will fly home to play the Sixers on Friday the 19th. So if the Knicks win, they will not have a home game until next Friday. And following that, 5 of their next 7 games are on the road. So they're going to have to be road warriors here. And they certainly hope it includes some trophy hoisting type wins in the desert as the timeout is over and the ball will be inbounded after the referees break their huddle from midcourt. Brandon Adair and Josh Tibbins, the two officials, are surrounded by Brunsons at the near sideline. Rick on their left and Jalen on the right. And at this point, you usually assume it's a clock issue, whatever may be delaying things. And they have pointed in directions undetermined, and now they're handing the ball to Mikal Bridges, and we're set to go. 112-94, New York leads Toronto. And if the Raptors can't come back, they will have dropped 6 of their last 7 games. And the Knicks, meanwhile, they're 15-0 and leading after 3 quarters. They want to add another W to that ledger. Inbound was tipped out of bounds to the near sideline. Brunson, Bridges, Hart, Clarkson, and Towns. Anunoby out. He's played 35 minutes tonight, just his 3rd game back from that 9-game absence with a hamstring strain. So keeping him on the bench as much as possible as the Knicks try to salt this one away. Hart has it near midcourt, off the dribble, top of the key, 3, short, rebound, Abaji. Lobs an outlet pass toward midcourt for Shed, connects with a streaking Barnes, hands off inside to Murray Boyles, reverse layup, wouldn't go, he got blocked by Hart. Raptors thought it was a foul. Brunson across the timeline, 18-point lead, 2:45 to go. At the left wing, Brunson behind the back dribble, backing down to Abaji. Turns back all the way to the far side hash mark. Passes to Hart right wing, jab step into drive, sealed off by Shed, hand off to Brunson up top, steps back, pump fakes, finds Hart left wing 3, no, rebound Barnes. Will scamper ahead from right to left. Sends it right to the wing for Ingram, hands in the corner, it is Abaji. Up top again, Shed pick and slip to Murray Boyles, and he slams it home wide open as the double team, and the hedge came at Shed off the screen. 16-point game, but first bucket in a long time for Toronto as they pick up full court.
2s don't really hurt the Knicks. Obviously, you don't want to get breakaway layups, but 2s don't allow the Raptors to get back in this game. The 3s are what allow the Raptors to get back in this game. So the Knicks right now have to make sure they defend the 3-point line.
Raptors got it down to 14 late in the 3rd quarter. But now a white flag. Darko Rajakovic claps his hands at his regulars as they come off the floor. And we will see rookie Elijah Martin, rookie Chucky Hepburn, veteran Garrett Temple, two-way guy A.J. Lawson coming into the game. And the Knicks are 2 minutes away from a trip to Las Vegas, up 112-96 here in Toronto. Pick up top from Bridges, frees up Brunson. Defended by Elijah Martin at the foul line. A turnaround jump shot off the mark wide left. Rebound Towns. Put back is tripped out of bounds by Lawson. Knicks will keep it. 103 seconds to go. Inbound from the right side baseline.
Big offensive rebound by Towns right there. Allows the Knicks to burn some more clock and get on their way to Vegas. What's the temperature in Vegas? What's the weather like in Vegas over there, Tyler?
Well, Wally, depending if you check when you're in Canada and don't set it to Fahrenheit, you might be fooled and think it's 17 degrees in Vegas like I did yesterday. Well, it gets cold at night in the desert, I thought. Pass from Towns inside to Bridges, wide open layup, Knicks by 18. There was literally a moment yesterday when I thought it was 17 degrees Fahrenheit in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I will be made fun of for that for a long time. Garrett Temple, left corner 3, wide open, too much. Offensive rebound, Jonathan Mobo, who puts it up and in, plus a foul. Mobo, in his 2nd year from San Francisco, made it from a community college to the NBA, and now a free throw.
Yeah, and you're going to have a little bit more fun in Vegas with some decent weather. Now, the pools might not be open for you, so you can't go to those pool party, fun times.
I don't have a pool party complexion, Wally. You know that.
That's true. You better watch the sun because it does get up to 70.
Oh, boy.
Not 17 degrees, 70 degrees up there will be the highs.
Now, 17 degrees Celsius, as we found out, is 63 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go.
In Celsius? Shout out to Celsius. It's, 0 degrees is freezing, 100 degrees is boiling water. It's a pretty good system they got there. As Mobo hits the foul shot, 3-point play. Back to a 15-point game, and the Knicks empty their bench. Kolek, Awoma, Diawara, McCullough for the first time in a while, and Hukporti. Kolek and Diawara pick and roll up top. Pocket pass. Diawara pump fake and a drive down the right side of the lane. He got stripped out of bounds and it went off his leg. So it's Raptor ball with 58 seconds to go. Knicks up 15. The lead got as big as 24 with that electric 2nd quarter, and it never got closer than 14. Screen and a foul on a dribble handoff. Oklahoma tried to stick his shoulder in there, but they will call him for the personal. Television broadcast shows a shot of the Nova Knicks. Bridges, Hart, Brunson, smiles on their faces on their way. The biggest smile comes from Mitchell Robinson here. He's in a contract year, and his wallet's going to get a little bit bigger in about 49 seconds. And who knows? The Knicks have put themselves in a position as Lawson makes the free throw. If they win their next 2 games, every player gets $500,000. 2 games. Now, this is their 4th consecutive NBA Cup win. They lost the first, then won 3 in a row to win their group with the tiebreakers over the Bucks and the Heat. And when they had to take care of business against a shorthanded Raptor team, it would appear they've got the job done as Lawson gets both free throws, back to a 13-point game now. McCullough at midcourt, watched by Mitchell. He'll dribble along the timeline from low to high. Can't get around Mitchell. Projects a screen from Huckporty, passes right to Kolek, spins to the elbow, 2 steps in the lane, fires a pass out to McCullough. 3 at the end of the shot clock is good. Just in time before the horn sounded. Kevin McCullough's on the board. It's a 16-point game. 20 seconds left. Chucky Hepburn off the dribble 3. Short. McCullough the rebound, and the shot clock is turned off. Well, it was heartbreak around this time each of the last 2 years. The Knicks came up short in the NBA Cup quarterfinals, losses to Milwaukee and to Atlanta. But this year, they get the job done, and they're on their way to Vegas for the NBA Cup semifinals. It's a 117-101 win over the Raptors here in the NBA Cup quarters. And the Knicks will be playing for a whole lot as they head west this weekend.
That's pretty cool, I'm telling you. This is a big-time accomplishment by the Knicks. You're in the Final Four now of the NBA Cup. You get to go to Las Vegas and got a couple days off to prepare for another Magic team that you want to see, and you want to return the favor for 2 of your losses so far this season. So Knicks earning some pretty high praise and high accolades with this win here as they are off to Las Vegas.
We've got an updated schedule. It's Knicks against Magic in Vegas at 5:30 Eastern Time. 5:30 Saturday, Las Vegas. Thanks to Wally Zerbiak for a phenomenal job. You can catch him on the television post-game show as ever. And we've got a post-game guest. It looks like Karl Anthony Towns. Can you hear us, Kat?
Yeah, I hear you.
Congratulations on the win, advancing to the semifinals.
Yep.
Let's talk second quarter, man. What was that like? You guys could not miss. You wound up winning that quarter 34-13. What was working?
The defense. I know you're going to talk about the shots, but the defense was so much better in the second quarter. First quarter, we gave up a lot of points. They came out physical. They came out with a lot of energy. Home game for them. We weathered the storm that they gave us in the first quarter. In the second quarter, we did a great job of regrouping, getting back to Knicks basketball, playing great defense, causing turnovers, having those turnovers turn to points. It was a great game for us. Definitely something great tape for us to look at and kind of try to mimic this performance night in, night out.
Let's talk about your defense, man. 2 blocks, and you did a lot of it playing with 2 fouls. What's been the key to your defensive success this year?
Just trying to be in the right spot and, do a better job of playing the mind game, playing the chess game that comes with playing defense. And, I think I did a good job this year so far of cat and mousing in the pick and roll when they come into the paint, making the guards take a tough shot or, maybe take a shot they don't want to take. And today it just, money's on the line. You're trying to make sure you do every play possible to get us a win. And, I'm happy that I was able to impact the game.
How excited are you, man? How are you excited to get out to Vegas and play for even more?
You know what? I haven't played in Vegas in 10 years. So it will be 11 years, actually. So it will be cool to be back there playing and not this time in a summer league game.
Great moments in New York as a Knick for you, Kat. We remember the Jersey point last year.
Yeah. I'm so happy I didn't have to do that again.
Another big one tonight. Congrats, man.
I appreciate it.
Knicks win at 117-101, and they're going to Vegas to maybe add a little more to the budget. When we come back, Pat O'Keefe will anchor our post-game show. It's brought to you by Local 3 IBEW and Nika New York, always leading the way. Knicks are in the Final Four. The NBA Cup in Las Vegas. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's the Kia season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 1/2/26.
Attention KNICKS fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. City